Yo.
Pause.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Hey, yo.
It ain't gonna go live on Twitter. I gotta have a premium account on there. I don't even know what that means. I'm not paying for that shit.
That's
we good.
Elon Musk
that's the
pay
blue
for that,
check.
man.
You gotta pay for that blue
Pay for
check.
that.
It's like $10 on that.
I
We
gotta
good
pay
on
for that
that.
shit. I think we
got
live
Twitter.
though, y'all. Okay, we live, y'all. We lit. You see top left. We live. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I ain't finna pay for no premium on that shit. Fuck that shit. I had a random question for y'all that I had to ask y'all because I know all of y'all pretty good. It was a question that came across, and it ain't got nothing to do with sports. So follow me here. The question was, would you send a girl a feet pic if she asked for it?
Nah. What?
No.
Girl, look. Would you send a girl? Look. What she said? Hey, I pay you $500 if you send me a picture of your feet. Would you
I'm
send
saying
a
foot
picture?
pic.
Yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
want lotion or no lotion? Yeah, I'm gonna say.
That's crazy. That's
For the
crazy.
lotion or
Look,
no
but
lotion?
would you tell your girl? Would you tell your girl if it happened? Would you tell her? Like this ain't your girl.
I mean,
would you
it's
tell?
just
Hey,
some
yo,
feet.
Yeah, I'll take it,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
yo,
was
we
saying,
about to catch a lick real quick. I'll get her to take the picture.
yeah. You
I'd have
understand?
told-
We get them
I'm
I'm
girls
gonna keep it so P. She gonna take the picture.
I would have told her to take a picture of her feet for the fine. You better get that money.
Shit, I'll take a picture of my girl feet for the other 5.
You got
Check it
to
out, man.
show.
Listen. I
Yeah.
just thought it was funny because niggas was like, "Shit, I'm send a foot pic." I was like, I don't know. I ain't never.
I mean,
that's a weird question.
It's weird, but yeah.
It's hella
Motherfuckers
weird.
is really into feet. People are really into feet, bro.
Yeah,
There's
people
some
got
who,
foot
like, really
fetishes
get
out
off
this
that.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
I ain't never.
ain't got no foot fetish, but a girl do gotta have some cute feet.
I'm not mad
That
at
sound
having
like
freaky
a-
feet, but
It sound like a mild. It
Yeah,
sounds
sure.
like a mild fetish down there. Sound like a
Nah,
some
fetish is
motherfuckers
when
get off of that.
yeah, I'm gonna say fetish is when you want to only touch the feet.
Yeah.
They just gotta look nice. You can't
Yeah,
be walking
I
around
feel
having no
that.
NBA
I mean, you
feet.
don't wear
Dog.
sandals, yeah. You got your feet
Yeah,
out.
nah, you can't have that.
E.
You can't be having no toes like LeBron. Hell
I'm
no.
telling
Nah.
What
I
you
got
gonna
a
say,
follow.
Drake?
I got a follow up question because you made it so niggas will answer the question because it's easy 500. The real question is, would you take a feet pic just to bag?
Just for
That's the
the
question.
free?
No,
Just
I'm
for
talking
the
about the
free?
hit. No, I'm saying to bag her.
Yeah,
It
Nah,
depends on
my
how.
feet.
she like
Nah, ain't no way
like
my
y'all
feet gonna
swapping
do that.
news and she just want a picture of your feet. Like,
Depends on
Yeah.
how bad.
she
Depends
My
on how
feet.
bad she is.
My feet
See, I
not
knew
bagging.
there you go.
My feet.
I
My
mean,
feet.
what that do? Depends on how
My
bad
feet.
she is.
My feet not
man,
bagging
I thought
nothing.
that was funny. Hey, look. Here's the other part. Let's get to the hoops real quick. Hey, man, what's up? I told y'all that boy KD was soft, man.
I'm out of here.
Say
Oh
it
yeah.
again.
I told y'all KD was soft.
Hey,
Why he let Boogie punk him like that? Why he let Boogie punk him like that, or Ted on Twitter?
I missed it.
Yeah, like basically, you ain't heard about that John Dirt. So basically,
What happened, Ted? Yeah.
well, Dell had sent me an article basically was saying like Boogie Cousins had some inside information about the Phoenix locker room. So they basically was like he didn't out the source, but basically he was saying like somebody inside on the team was basically let him know that there has been multiple fist fights throughout the season for the Phoenix Suns. So me and Zell was going back and forth a little bit and I was like, that's cap. And he was like, well, Boogie's the one who's the source. And I'm like, even then, that don't sound real. So basically they got on Twitter jaw jacking and everything. And basically Katie was like, oh, none of this is true, my brother. This is all fake, da da da. And then Boogie was like, well, one of your teammates is the one who told me, so stop the cap, basically going back and forth on Twitter.
He said stop the cap, and he said, hey, don't come at me with that. Don't come at me with that BS. That's what
he said. Don't come at me with that BS. So this is Boogie talking to KD.
Yeah.
Then
And,
EJ instigate. It ain't even that bad.
And look, and what he said,
so crazy.
Man, I don't want no. He said, hey, sir, I don't want no smoke with you, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't want no smoke.
Hey, who that dude in the comments? Who that dude in the comments? He said what? He said what up to Dur. He said what up to Dur. I don't know who it is.
Dur, can you see the comments? That's Austin.
That's Austin. Shout out to
that's
UK
Austin
family.
from school. What up, Austin?
Yeah, Austin. He said what up to you, Dur.
Yo.
Bad clip.
Man.
Austin in the building, man.
This
But yeah,
my
man,
question.
I just saw that, man.
Here's my question to y'all though. Which one of y'all gonna say something back to Boogie?
That's what I'm saying. What KD gonna do?
Which one of y'all
Mitch,
gonna say something
tell
back
him,
to
Mitch.
Bug?
Now look at Mitch's face.
Hey,
Now look, tell him, Mitch.
we
Tell
talked
him,
about
Mitch.
this, man.
Let's
Yeah,
hear it.
We don't
we
have
was.
run-ins with Boogie.
Hey, Boogie had a hit list, bro, on him in college, bro. Niggas didn't care. Now,
Y'all
granted,
was gonna have
I ain't
to.
saying that.
Y'all was gonna have to.
I'm not saying that Boogie wouldn't, do what he got to do to all the people that wanted to beat him up. But people wasn't scared of, you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm
So,
saying I
Oh
feel
no,
that, but what
I'm not
KD gonna
saying.
do
I'm
with
not saying
Boogie?
scared. I'm not
What is
saying y'all
No,
KD
scared
doing
of
with
Red
that.
said
Boogie?
that. Red said that shit.
Look. I'm gonna
What'd you
tell
say,
you why I
Red?
said it. I'm not saying y'all scared. I'm not saying y'all won't swing on them. But at the end of the day, are you gonna
What?
win? Are you gonna go home safe? Are you gonna go
What
home
is
okay?
what is KD doing with Boogie? That's what
Nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
trying to.
Yeah, he ain't doing
Nothing.
nothing.
I
Nothing,
mean, what
KD's
are
not
they
doing
gonna
nothing.
do? Wrestle? Fight? It's
bro.
over.
You
Y'all
already
see,
seen
Better see therapy.
you seen a
Nah.
glimpse
I
of
was
it when they
what?
played one on one in
KD.
Golden State. He posted them up,
Man,
made them fall, dunked on him, and looked at him like that's not that's basketball.
man.
What do you think if
And,
you get up on them?
Let's
and
let's
I'm gonna
talk
be
about
honest.
basketball. Y'all see what Boogie just did to them people across the water. How he just dragged all them people trying to hold him back.
Took 5
And
people.
didn't do nothing. They
Took
was
5
about to
people.
pack his
I'm gonna be
ass up in Puerto
honest.
Rico.
I'm gonna
Stop
They
be
it.
about to
All right,
honest.
facts,
Stop
all
it.
right, all right.
facts,
Come on,
Stop
man.
it.
All right,
Now
facts.
you chatting.
They
all
was about to
right.
pack him up. They was about to say, hey, such and such over here acting crazy, man. Bring them
Hey,
switches out.
Mitch.
Yeah,
Hey, Mitch.
Bring them switches out,
This
man.
sound
They
like
about to
this sound
switch
like
cheese and
this sound
big
like some
ass out
old
there.
beef, Mitch. This sound like some old beef. He
Oh,
still
no,
not
I
nah,
know
it
what
reconciled.
y'all.
ain't.
Hold on.
It,
I'm red. Wait a minute. I got no beef with Boogie. I was saying KD was soft. That was my point. My
I'm gonna
point was
be
KD was soft.
honest.
I ain't got no beef
I'm
with
not
Boogie.
a fan. I'm not a fan of either one of them. But I'm tired of KD at this point. I'm tired of
Thank
KD.
you. Thank you,
I'm
Dirk.
tired
What
of it,
Thank
KD
you
bro.
do,
for
y'all?
saying it.
What
I'm
KD
tired
Okay.
do?
of it, bro.
I'm
What
He
gonna let
tries to
Dirk.
use
KD
his
do?
account.
He
Hold
just
on,
want to ring. He just
Thank you,
want to.
Dirk.
He
Go
just
ahead.
want to
What
ring,
KD?
man.
What KD hasn't? He been doing stuff for so long. He jumping all over the map trying to find a perfect situation all the time.
Mm,
He
mm.
always on the internet crying and talking to other people about his legacy and blah blah blah. But let's keep it a buck, bro. He just he's he's a great scorer. Don't get me wrong. Great scorer. He can put the ball, he's efficient. That's great. But we got to get off of this, man. The dude don't he's not he's just not as great as they making it seem at this point. I'm sorry, bro.
Love it. Oh man,
He
Dirk. You
don't
know what's
he
good
don't
about this saying, Dirk?
translate
Oh,
he don't
go ahead, Dirk.
translate
Sorry.
into winning for real, bro. Like he just don't. He just don't at this point. I'm sorry, man. I mean, listen, we done tried it on all different levels with different teammates, with different locations. It just ain't working,
Different
man.
coaches.
It's not working,
Sound,
man.
sound like a trophy
If
wife
you
to me.
okay, and if you don't believe that he's just not, if I got Devin Booker and KD on the team,
Mhm.
no matter what's going on, I should at least make the play in. I do not care about nothing else. But
Mhm.
you can't even make the play in.
Mm.
So
Mm. And that's
for me at that point, it's like, okay, bro, it's just empty, it's just empty stats.
you know what's
So,
great about this, Dirk? I ain't said this to Dirk at all. So I just want y'all to be clear. I haven't said
Sick
this
of
is
them.
Dirk's
I'm sick
complete
of
separate
KD.
opinion from mine.
I'm sick
I
of
haven't
KD,
talked to
bro.
him at all about this. I just want to be clear. But I'm
I'm
glad
sick
you
of
said it
KD,
though. What you
bro.
about to say, Red?
I'm
My bad. Go
sorry.
ahead, Red.
I'm sorry. I'm sick of KD.
Go
I
ahead,
just
Red.
That's
want
it.
because we always say this
Red's
empty
signal.
stats.
Okay.
I man, it's not
Man, Ray got that
yes.
bad Wi-Fi.
Your signal
Man,
bad, Red.
Man,
But anyway, Red,
man,
Red, you
man,
riding
cut
in the
Red
car. That's
off,
why your
man.
signal messed up. Hey, look, that's that 1080p, man. That's that 1080p. We got that high definition. You gotta have some good internet.
That boy sound like
Say
a
it now,
robot.
Red. You good now? No, he ain't. Go ahead.
He
We
ain't
I
ain't.
no
mean,
good. He ain't
I
no
ain't
good.
gonna
Go
do.
to
I
it.
wanted to
Bro,
go
Go
just
this.
ahead,
take
I wanted
Red.
to
Red.
go this though. With that statement though, with the we talking about KD, right? How do y'all because there was a conversation about Trace McGrady, Gilbert Arenas, and
Oh.
wait a minute. Do we want to go there first? Do we want to go Trace McGrady or do we got WNBA? Let's
No. Go there because I want you because you a T Mac and there's Kobe
you
person.
want
I
to go
want
David
y'all to talk
Gregory in
about.
this?
We
Okay,
gonna see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
so
It's
okay,
not
that's
ring.
fine.
It's
So
not ring culture. It's ring
it
culture.
was about ring cultures and winning. And people, one of the questions was, how do you define greatness? That is the statement at hand right now. I'm asking y'all, how do y'all define greatness?
Go.
Whichever way y'all want to go first.
Yeah,
right.
y'all go. I've been talking.
I mean, define greatness. I'm just feeling like when it comes to that greatness, it's just about what you can do and how you can impact your team. Like
Mhm.
you go out there, you get your numbers, but also at the same time, it looks like with your teammates is doing something as well. Because when I look at Tracy McGrady's 2000, well, I don't know what year it was, but when I look at Tracy McGrady's Houston Rockets team, and if you take Tracy McGrady
2007.
and put Kobe into that situation, depending on the journey and stuff like that, I feel like Kobe gonna win multiple championships with that team.
Mm,
So I
mm.
feel like it really depends on how they get drafted. So let's say Kobe goes to Charlotte, he has to find his way and stuff like that. Maybe Kobe don't have the same story and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of times people don't really look at how people are drafted, the situation they get put into, and that's the reason why they are the players they are and stuff. Because you think about it, Kobe won 3 with Shaq, and a lot of times people keep talking about, oh, he's a passenger seat driver. You know what I'm saying? He's not the you know what I'm saying? No, all that type of
He
stuff.
wasn't.
So I
Yeah, yeah,
feel like
yeah.
so
He's a
I
robber.
feel
They was
like
saying he was a robber.
yeah. So I feel like we gotta really start looking at all these other
Facts.
players and feel like because you gotta think about a lot of players they won championship not as the main guys. So we need to go back to those players and be like, are they great? You know what I'm saying? Like are all those people the
I
star
got you,
players of their team and stuff like that? So I feel like that's a lot of stuff we gotta look back on. But I feel like greatness wise, it's just really about how you impact your team. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mitch. Mitch, how do you feel? What you think about
Uh,
how you define greatness? And it rings a part of it too.
no, well, it depends how you look at it because greatness can be like the elite of the elite or like
Mhm.
a great player. So I look at greatness because I feel like Dan Marino's great. So like I feel like people that are ringless are still great players, but when you compare them to people who do have rings, it's a different room they can go into. But I look at like drive, confidence, the highest level of like all those focus, commitment, like that's why I look at greatness, and elevating your teammates too.
Fair? No,
But
that's
yeah,
fair. What you got, Tay? How you feel, man? Talk to me, dog.
Uh, I mean, like I said, you just got to be able to put like a blueprint on what you're doing when you're describing these players and their journeys, right? So I think that is a lot of things that come with it, and the things that come with it are circumstances and injuries. So when I look at that, when I looked at what T Mac said,
Mm.
he said that, but I think that's like backpedaling to his whole career because he didn't say, well, when I was in Orlando, this is what I would have won if I was with Shaq or was I with in Houston. And the reason why I say that it's important is because when you were in Houston, you were hurt, even with the good team. The pieces that you cried about, you ended up getting it, and then you wasn't available. And then if you wasn't available, then yeah, I was hurt. But then when you look back at the fact that with the Lakers and stuff like that, Kobe was fighting injuries throughout his career, all his career, and he willed his way and he got 5 out of it, right? So the reason why I say that is because the reason why Kobe wanted to win without Shaq is the real reason why this is important because he tried to backpedal and say, well, if I was in this position, I would have won with him. Well, Kobe did it without him. So now you are actually giving more of a testament to how great Kobe is. So now what I'm saying is Kobe is just the epitome and the standard. And you wanted to chase that. Yeah, you had the same characteristics, you had the same play style, you had all the talent and everything like that. But you were injured and you didn't will your way to winning culture when you had the opportunity. So when you were Orlando, it was empty buckets, like everybody said earlier. And it didn't really attest to winning, and then you choked the 3-1 lead against Detroit. And that stuck with you until you went to Houston, you tried to break it, and then you ran into the same exact situation with the Utah Jazz. You couldn't get off of them. You get what I'm saying? And the times that you were about to get off them and get into the second round, you got hurt or Yao broke his foot. And it was kind of like the same old song. They wanted to see if this was going to work out, and it didn't. And then after that, you became a journeyman because the injuries were just too much in regards to the back spasms and the knees and stuff like that. So, I mean, I hate to be long winded about it, but like I said,
You
you
good?
can't try to
Mm-hmm.
walk the same walk as somebody of that caliber. I think Kobe is one of one, and we don't talk about it because we get so caught up in this Jordan and LeBron debate
Yes.
that we forget about just because it doesn't look like what we talk about all the time doesn't mean that it's not great. And it doesn't mean that just because somebody is good offensively can fill those shoes. Kobe got different shoes. Everybody can't wear those shoes in that journey that he did. He had like 2.5 primes in different eras, and he did it with and without Shaq. So I just think that was a poor example.
Preach,
Facts.
preach, Ted,
What you do?
preach.
What you about to
My
say, Gary? Yeah, how
God,
you feel? Yeah.
boy. Hold on. I think that it's
Man,
different. I think you can be great and not win
win the shit.
rings, right? Because like you said, a lot of times it's based on circumstances, injuries. It's a lot of luck that goes into winning championships, right?
Mhm.
And it's a lot of great dudes that we see in that, but it's also dudes that's in it, like Mitch said before, it's also dudes that's in a different room. And as
Yes.
great as T Mac was as a scorer, and he was great at that,
Mhm.
he didn't he a lot of these guys don't elevate their teammates, don't push their teammates to be better, don't
Mhm.
set a standard that you got to meet, right? Cole did that, Jordan did that. Like, you couldn't walk in the gym and just be on, I'm just playing ball today. Like, nah, the best player on the team holding you to a standard, you know it, you got to be there. A lot of them guys just came in, did their thing, and left. Or, yeah, we work hard, but it's a team game. And if you're not holding your other guys accountable, then it just be, all right, I got 30. And then nobody
Mhm.
else got better. It's prime example of, like he said, Kobe won with Shaq. Then he didn't have Shaq and he struggled. Then he got Gasol and they lost. And the next year, Gasol came back and was better. He'll tell
Mhm.
you he got better because Kobe made him get better, right?
A
All
fact.
those guys, all them guys, um, they didn't want to disappoint him, or they wanted to be
Mhm.
great. You know what I'm
They
saying?
want to,
So
yeah,
it
they want to live up to the
so
standard. He raised the
but
bar. Yeah.
Jordan was like that. Bird was like that. Magic, Kareem, all them boys that won championships, they had that in them. Like, yo, it's
Yeah.
not just me. Y'all gonna play ball too. Y'all gonna reach y'all potential also, or
Yeah.
y'all not,
I ain't
or
mad at
get
that.
off the floor.
I think
You
y'all
feel
I
leaving
me?
ain't
out
mad.
one. I think y'all
Go ahead,
leaving
Red.
out one factor though. Everybody y'all just named had great coaches to teach them how to be winners.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, well, that go into my
Everybody y'all named.
circumstance.
T Mac
Cause
had
you
Doc
got
Rivers.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Yeah,
shut
great,
up,
right?
Zell.
No,
Shut
stop.
up, Zell.
I
But I'm
mean,
but I'm but I'm
No,
saying like
I
so when
That's
you
mean, it
talk
ain't
about
crazy.
terrible. I'm just saying that's
when
not
you
a
talk
terrible coach to
when you
have.
talk but when you talk about Jordan and you talk about Kobe, you got Phil. When you talk about who you said I can't remember
Magic
you
and
talk
Kareem now. Who was
Magic
that? Pat
Kareem.
Riley.
They had Pat
Yeah,
Riley.
Pat.
They had what's my boy before Pat? They coach before
They
Pat
had.
was
I
pretty
can't remember.
good.
I remember his name. I remember him
Uh,
from the show, but I can't remember
I
his
know you're
name.
talking about, yeah. I don't
yeah,
know
so
nothing
From
like
about
it's
it.
Winning
like
Time.
everybody
He
had
was pretty
great
good too,
coaches
though.
to install winning. Like T Mac ain't never played with a coach that really installed winning. It's like going to a team where you terrible and your coach like just go get yours, right? You gonna go
Mhm.
get yours. But he ain't teaching you how to win or how to hold people accountable because he just telling you to be selfish.
Who
See, Red.
who
Let me. Oh, go ahead, Ted. Go ahead, Ted. Go ahead.
No, I understand what you're saying as far as like they don't put the blueprint in. You don't got somebody that can kind of install that culture in that locker room in regards of like, hey, these are the standards that we're gonna live and die by. And it may not be something that you like to do every day or throughout the whole season, but this is what it is and this is what it takes. But then
Mhm.
also, like I said, and I hate to even use it, but it just me listening to you. Braun did it. Braun ain't had no solidified coach. You know what I mean? He ain't had no coach that just installed winning. He went in and made
That's
it
that's
happen. So I'm just
that's kind of kept though. Because
why?
when
Why
he
you say
left,
that?
because I was gonna say when he left and went to Miami, you already had a champion within D Wade, so he was in control of the locker room. And didn't have to be the coach, but you had somebody that installed winning. So what I'm
I,
saying
Okay.
is,
I,
I ain't mad
go
at
so
ahead.
that.
what I'm
Go,
saying
go
is,
ahead. Go
so what I'm
ahead.
saying,
but but
the first couple of years Jordan is T Mac. If we been honest, because we
Okay.
always leave out the losing team. We always leave out the losing Jordan.
Okay.
That was T Mac. He was just a stat chaser till he
Sure.
got a coach that taught him how to win.
Sure.
Even the younger Kobe, he was a stat chaser till he got a coach and they set him down and taught him how to win. Everybody y'all name
Okay.
are
Hey,
killers.
let me
They
say
had
something.
coaches that installed them or somebody on the team that started winning them. That's all I'm saying.
I
Go
Somebody had to
ahead,
teach
Zip.
them how to
What
be
you doing?
winners.
Nah, but
Go
I
ahead, Zip.
agree with the coaching part because I can put this all on like if you look at Carmelo Anthony's career, it came like after his career came back, like his coach didn't even fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a coach that's not even trying to help you
Which is
win, not
weird.
put you in
That's
good
yeah.
situations. And then,
it
like you
ain't
said,
it ain't weird.
when you bring winning people to your team, like when you got Chauncey Billups to the team, they almost beat Kobe Bryant in the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't able
Yeah, that
to
was a
do
good
it when they
series.
had those
That
other
2009.
players and other point guards. You need winners around you in order to win. And that's the reason
Yeah.
why I say if Kobe would have went to just Charlotte, he might have not even won what he won and stuff like that because he wouldn't have been around all that winning culture and stuff like that. So he just got put to a good situation.
You know it's
He
hard for
is
me,
winning
fellas.
culture.
Go
No,
ahead, Zip. Go
he
ahead, Dirk.
definitely don't he got the work ethic to be that.
Co-
But I'm
co-
just saying it wouldn't have been as great as he was with the Lakers and stuff, in my
I,
opinion.
It's
Go ahead,
possible,
Dirk.
but I think some of these guys just they are winning culture. Like wherever they go is the culture. Like I'm coming in, I'm changing culture. Some guys is just like that. Now, yeah, red right. Like sometimes you have to have a good coach to put you in the right position. I agree with that. I
That's a
also
fact.
think that I also think that a lot of that is age related too, where it's like, yeah, them guys, they probably wasn't they was all young guys. Maybe Jordan wasn't as young, but it's like you got to come in and kind of feel your way through stuff. I don't really buy into a lot of the coaching when it comes to pros. Like, oh, they need it's because of the coach. Like a lot of that stuff, just the coach be like, "Yo, get out there," and we giving the ball to Jordan, Kobe, Jokic, whatever, and they just doing their thing. I don't. You can put them in the right spots, but like this the same thing we was talking about with Tom Thibodeau and Mike Malone. I hate, to go off. I mean, the team
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the team. The team is the team, right? And they gonna play how they gonna play, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think that a lot of times we overrate the coaching in the pros because man, a lot of times, bro, when you see them guys coaching on the sideline, the other guys not even watching. They don't even be listening to what the coach saying. They be standing there like, all right, bro, I'm about to go get this rock and do what I do. That's what they
Hey, Paul
do.
Pierce did say
I'm
that. Paul Pierce
I'm
did
with
say
you.
that. He
I'm,
drew up the
I'm
play. You remember that play they said they drew up for him? He was like, nah,
Man,
man, give me the ball on the left side. I'm
listen.
getting the ball. We doing this.
I'm
They
with
did that
y'all
a
to a
lot.
certain. I'm with y'all to a
LeBron,
certain
they said
extent,
LeBron
though.
did that. Go ahead, Ray.
But y'all
he
talking
never.
about exception. But y'all talking about exceptional players that steer away from the coach sometimes. All I'm saying is, when you got one of them coaches that I named, you
Yeah,
listening. Them niggas listening.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
like I said, it ain't gotta be the coach that draw it up. I'm just saying, like you gotta have somebody a winner that's on your team to make you want to
I
be a
got you.
winner.
Let me say this,
Yeah.
Red. Let me say this, y'all. This is the issue I had with some of the stuff that T Mac had said. I want to touch on something that Mitch brought up earlier. First off, I hate the comparison of. Let me not say hate. That's too strong. I don't like the comparison of saying basketball versus football when we talking about championship
Hmm.
or ring
Yes.
chasing, right?
Agreed.
Uh, uh, in the NBA, this was the question I had for y'all. Of all the sports, which of them can you say a single player can have the most impact in your chances of winning? You feel what I'm saying?
In
So
a
like we
team on
talking
a team sport, or you
on
talking about
in a
like
team, yeah.
uh
So in a
Damn,
team
that's tough.
sport, of all the sports, which one could you say that? Hey man, if we have this one guy, we have a great chance of winning a championship or getting to a championship. You feel what I'm
Basketball.
saying? And and that's what I was gonna say, Dirk. Basketball. So when we compare, so to go to football, let's go to football, man. Well, Mitch,
I
what you
don't
about to say? What
know.
you think? I want you go wide. What you
That,
about to say?
I
Talk to me.
I feel you, but you say
I was
that,
thinking,
but then right now we got the Indiana
Say it.
Pacers,
yeah.
so they don't
Oh no,
have a
no,
great
hold on,
player.
hold on. But I
But
think I
but
think the Pacers now we talking about in my opinion right now the Pacers are an anomaly, right? I'm saying if we talking about championship culture from basketball for the
you
last
talking about
30 years,
historically?
historically speaking, if you have LeBron James on your team, you have a 90% chance of going to the NBA Finals. If you have Steph Curry on your team, you have a 90% chance of going. If you have Kobe Bryant on your team, you
So
feel what I'm saying?
I just got one question though.
So
What's the difference between Brady and what's the other quarterback from the Chiefs? Pat
Pat
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Because
Now that's
you
what I was
got
about to say, Red. That's why I
You
was
said
gonna
what's
go.
the
Now,
difference?
yeah,
go
because
ahead.
I'm saying if you got them two players or Lamar
Football
Jackson, you
language.
almost in the top three
But
almost.
Red, here's my point. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's my point is in football, those two players are an anomaly, right? No matter, and to my point, right? No matter how Tom Brady plays, if the defense is trash, they may lose the game. No matter how good he throws the ball, if the defense gives up 40 points, they can lose the game. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
on time in Tom Brady's case, his first three seasons, his first three championships, the defense won the championships. You feel what
Listen,
I'm saying? So I don't
I
in
hear
NBA
y'all.
in it. Hold on, hear me out. In the NBA, bro, it is unique to it's not baseball, right? It's not like how they was talking about what Barry Bonds is. You can't tell me Barry Bonds, if he go out there and hit 3 home runs, they can still lose the fucking game, right? It doesn't
Gonna lose.
baseball. He can go out and not even fucking play defense, right? Or he can go 0 for 3. You know what I'm saying? I think basketball, LeBron James and Steph Curry, these guys, their impact on the game where they have to both play offense, defense. They have to pass it to these guys. They have to get people in the rhythm. Like I think championship culture. The reason we value championship culture so much is because we've seen guys affect the game at a high level. So to tell me that Trace McGrady, I can just sub Trace McGrady into that Lakers team and they three-peat, I don't fuck with that statement. I think that's
It's not a good
moot
statement.
point. I hate that I'm like, I don't, and Mac is my guy, Mitch. So to your point, Mac is my
Do they
guy.
get one?
But he
Do they
didn't
get
say.
one?
I was gonna say, but he didn't say 3P. He said he'd get one. He would get a
One.
championship,
Maybe.
bro.
I thought he said
Y'all,
Maybe.
One? Not one? That's
they
Maybe.
smoking dope.
Not
He would get a
one.
championship,
But
bro.
think about this. We talk
He
about
don't
Kobe not
guard.
passing
He
the
don't.
ball.
Go ahead,
T-Mac
Zell.
not passing the ball in that team.
T-Mac,
Look. Let
hold
me
on,
ask y'all
wait.
this
Not
question.
passing.
How much better is T-Mac
Hold
than
on.
Penny Hardaway?
A lot better. What the fuck are we talking
I'm
about?
just asking
What?
the question. How much
Like,
better is Penny Hardaway? I'm just
No.
asking.
Hold on.
Hall of
Prime
Fame.
for
just asking
Hall
prime.
of Fame. Hall of
Prime
I'm
for
Fame.
just asking
prime.
the question. Yeah, Penny Hardaway versus T-Mac. How much better is Mac?
T-Mac, nigga. Okay, I don't care what
I'm
you
just
say.
asking.
T-Mac.
I don't know. I don't even think he's better.
T-Mac averaged 19 points there. The fuck are we talking about?
T-Mac
Penny
averaged 19 or
Hardaway?
Penny averaged 19?
Penny averaged 19 points.
Point
Tracy
guard.
McGrady.
I'm just
Tracy
How many
He was
McGrady.
assists?
passing
Tracy
that thing
McGrady.
too.
How many
Tracy
assists he have?
McGrady is one of the highest
wait,
scoring
Dirk.
niggas in the
Go ahead.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, we
He
gotta
was
stop
playing with
this.
I'm not
Bo Outlaw.
Listen,
He was playing with Bo Outlaw.
Talk about. We gotta
Hey,
stop this
Bo was
shit.
all right, man.
T-Mac
Come
was a
on,
just
man. What we
T-Mac was like Kobe, bro. We
Penny
was
Hardaway.
comparing T-Mac to Kobe. What the fuck are we talking about?
Penny
I don't
Hardaway
like
was
that y'all keep saying T-Mac was
abs.
like Kobe. Like,
No, I'm saying
because
EJ.
They
No,
wasn't.
EJ, stop your shit.
I
'Cause I
don't.
know you finna go on this tangent. At the time,
I'm not.
when we was in high school, they were saying
Yeah.
T-Mac or Kobe. Which one? They
Yeah.
was comparing.
They
That was
were.
the two. That was.
But
So
we
I'm
was
like,
comparing them from a scoring perspective. We weren't talking about who. Let me ask you
Nah,
this. Hear me
nah.
out. Hear me out.
hold on.
Hear me out.
We were saying who was
And so
better.
after
General,
in 2002, let's ask the question: if after Kobe won those championships, like y'all saying to me that y'all said all time,
bro.
if you was to rank those players, you had Trace McGrady in front of Kobe.
EJ, I just watched
That
the
was
same.
People
was that the
were.
conversation
People
or was it
were.
based on the season?
EJ, what Mitch just said, I just
I'm
watched
just
that same. I just watched that same conversation, and that's exactly what they said. Even when
Yeah,
Kobe won, y'all still was comparing him and saying him and T-Mac was the
exactly.
same.
But
And then y'all said
that's what I'm saying, Red.
no.
I disagree. We was talking about on a season basis. We wasn't talking about all time ranking.
We talking about
Kobe
men.
has
Listen,
always been a better
listen.
all time player than Trace
No,
McGrady.
we talking about. We're not talking about men. We ain't talking about me and you and what we talking about. We talking about the reception of media. Media was saying Kobe and T-Mac was neck and neck. Kobe still ain't never get out the neck and neck situation now. That's why even when we had this conversation with Kobe, niggas rank him at 13, 15, 20. Because they
Where's
still don't
Trace
respect
McGrady?
Kobe now. No, I'm
That's
not.
out of
No,
that's
we're
out
not.
of that's absolute. Listen,
Bro,
the
but we
difference
saying
between
Tracy McGrady after the fact. We talking about prime Tracy McGrady, prime Kobe. Y'all, go ahead.
prime
Y'all go
prime
ahead.
prime Tracy
I'm
McGrady
gonna go ahead,
was
Red. Because I got some
exceptional.
points to say.
Prime Tracy McGrady was an exceptional scorer. He was on par with Kobe scoring. The defense not even
That's
close. That's the difference. Kobe is like 11 time first team all
what I'm
defense,
saying.
bro.
That's why I said we
It's
talking
two
about
ways.
scoring. We talking about scoring. We weren't talking about.
It's
But
two things in basketball.
dog,
Offense and defense, and he was great at both. T-Mac
let me
was not.
let me ask y'all a real question because I see what y'all doing. When the
We
fuck
like
the niggas?
T-Mac.
When the fuck the niggas start caring about defense? Because the first thing we say with nigga Cole in any situation, listen to what I'm saying. The first thing a nigga say in any situation, we talking basketball. Oh, he get buckets. We don't say shit about defense. Now in
Yeah, but
hoopers, we talk about. No, I'm
But
saying
we do. What I'm
they
saying
both
is you
they
talking
both
to
get
us now.
buckets.
We do. And that's why I said it was based on scoring, Red. It was based. You can't tell me. Here's the
Bro.
here's another example. That game,
when you
2000
just
NBA.
you just told me Mike
Oh.
Beasley was the coldest thing walking, and that nigga don't play a lick of defense. We ain't say shit
We
about
talking
his
about 1v1
defense.
basketball,
But
though.
I'm
We
saying,
talking about 1v1.
and
That's different.
you got to play more defense than that. Then you doing 5-on-5, right?
I don't think
To
so.
win.
It depends. It depends.
All right, bro. Yeah,
So we
Well, I
just
want to go. We can
ignoring
talk
the
about it though.
defense. We're
We're
ignoring
not,
defense.
I'm not ignoring defense. What I'm
Because
saying
that
is,
shit's make it take it. That 1v1 shit's make it take it.
I'm not,
So
I'm not,
I don't
I'm
have
not,
to get.
I'm
You don't
not,
have to get the ball at all.
I'm not ignoring defense. But Kobe got more all defensive teams than a lot of niggas, right? That's still
Yeah.
above
Yeah.
him, right?
Facts.
So
Yeah, facts.
what I'm saying
That's
is,
what.
that's above him.
Above
That's
him.
still above him.
Facts.
He
Facts.
had
Who's
Yeah.
above
You talking about
him?
to the general public?
Facts.
LeBron James
Who's
Nah.
above him? Who's above
LeBron
him?
James is above Kobe. And we just
Okay.
brought the defense. So what I'm saying is, if we talking about defense, sometimes your offense is going to outweigh the defense in the situation. It's a lot of niggas above Kobe that he got more
It's
defense
not.
than.
The
It's
only
not.
ones that are
That's the problem, though.
above
That's
him
the.
that don't
That's the.
defend better than him are the ones that won.
And it's hard for me to argue with you because the
Who
only
is a
person
lot
above
of
him is
people
Jordan and
above
LeBron.
You
Kobe?
said
I only
who
got Jordan and LeBron above him, so I
Hold
don't
on.
know. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
what you're
that's what
speaking
I'm
to.
saying.
Well,
Who's
Red, what's your question?
I asked
Go
what you
ahead,
said.
go
You
ahead.
said somebody above him won. Who
I
won?
said the only people that are considered above Kobe in some of the general public's top five are the people that don't defend better than Kobe that are above him are the people that have won that actually have a good or great
So
offensive game.
the general
Yeah.
public top the general player top general public's top five. Kobe's number 14 and 15. So if we looking at
I
they
wouldn't say
list,
that,
Who,
Rick.
The
hold
general
on,
what's the
public's
list? No, I'm saying
cool.
where you get that? Where
That's
do
what
you
I'm
get
saying.
That
that
was a
Like,
premise
bleacher
at?
I
report
gotta see the
shit.
bro.
That was
list.
a
I never
bullshit.
heard of that before.
We've looked at the list. Kobe's not in the top 10 on a lot of these
That's
lists.
on
What I'm
Bleacher
saying is,
Report.
if you go look at the list from the
they
NBA,
insane.
listen, we
Yeah.
going off emotion, guys. I'm going off of what they say on Bleacher Report.
No.
We going on Bleacher Report.
I'm s-
If Kobe, we just brought defense in, Kobe should be way
Yeah.
up, right?
but
If
I'm
niggas
saying though,
above
what is their
Kobe,
premise? Just because they're Bleacher Report, like why
That
do
was
they
the other
have
part.
why do
Yeah.
they have some kind of notoriety? Like what are they basing it off of? Like I have to know the criteria of
Yeah,
the
who
link. I'm
made
not
the
about to just
list?
click.
Taylor
Yeah,
Rooks?
the
that's. I
same.
I'm not
think.
about to just click a
And what
link and then be
So,
like,
and what
oh,
I'm
this
saying is,
so the
and the other
credibility.
part
So,
is, you
so
talking
the
to us
credit.
though. That's what
So,
I'm saying. We
so,
you talking to us. I got Kobe at number 3, so
Kobe
so,
I
is at
can't.
number
I don't
3 and
understand.
there's
I
nobody
can't
moving
argue
him.
with you on what you
so,
saying. I don't.
so the
On
credit.
So,
That
God.
shit.
so
That
Kobe
So
not
bleacher.
gonna
the
move.
so the
On
credibility
What you
is
got, Mitch? What
three.
you? Hold on, Mitch.
so
Hey, hold on, Red. Mitch got you. What
Oh
Mitch got? What's
no,
up, Mitch?
I don't rock with Kobe, so mine's just pure hatred. So y'all can keep going.
Oh
So
no, pure hatred.
Oh,
So
this
realistically,
nigga,
Yeah,
realistically,
y'all
if
man.
you
keep going.
remove the hate, where is he at to you on your list?
yeah,
Yeah,
where
He's
you
not
remove
at?
the
my.
hate.
He's not. Here's the thing. It's either him or Jordan. I can't have both.
Okay, so where
So
would you put him in your
What?
list
Yeah,
all
where is he?
time?
Where is he? Ain't you? Yeah,
Like I don't want
he's
him to be. I
like,
don't want you to tell me he's number 1, but I want you to tell me where
yeah.
his list
Don't
Is he
is.
a
don't
top
don't
10? Is he?
dance.
Yeah.
Don't
Where he at?
dance about it.
Where is he at
so,
ranked?
no. So like I said, it's either him or Jordan. So either Jordan can be in the top 5, top 3, or Kobe can, because they're the same player to me.
Why is
So
it?
it depends
Okay,
on who.
so
That
where?
makes
So
sense.
what number do you have him ranked amongst all players of all time?
Yeah.
He'll probably be like 8 or 9.
Okay, he's in the top 10. That's fine.
So he's in the
That's
Yeah,
fine.
8
top
or
10.
9.
So even with all your hate,
He's
you
still in the
still
top
got him
10.
in top 10. That's what greatness is all
That's fine.
about.
No.
Red
The
No,
don't
difference
got
is
Red.
y'all put him like
Red
on a
even.
pedestal. It's a difference. Like, nah.
he should be on the
Well, he
pedestal.
It's
should be.
hard to
He
not
should
Nah.
put
be
him
on
on
a
a pedestal.
pedestal.
You
How?
don't even got to
How?
rock with Kobe to know that he's really one of them ones.
He should be top
Wait a
3.
minute.
What did Kobe do that
He don't have
was
to
not
be.
great?
He don't have to be because that listen, bro. Those people, the Tim Duncans, the Magics,
I'm
the
about to
Birds
get.
of the
See,
world.
don't do it. Y'all
It
better get me up. All
And
right.
see,
Let's
a
let's
lot,
See
talk.
him.
and see,
Let
and
him
All
see,
say
right.
it.
and see,
what?
and
Let's
What
see,
do
you
this,
about to
it.
say?
Whoa,
and
whoa,
see,
whoa,
and
whoa,
look,
whoa! I didn't know we was
look,
going here.
and look,
I didn't
and
know
look,
we was about to do
and,
this
and,
today.
and this is what I'm saying. People
Red
like Mitch is making the point.
14?
That's what I'm saying.
14?
But
It's no way,
8.
bro.
But listen. Regardless of
8's
how
not
he feel
bad.
about him, 8 is not bad.
That's at best. That's what I'm saying. At best. Now,
So
granted, I can put
even
him
at best,
at
even
best. Yeah.
if you bring in everything in totality, when we ask you and talk to you in the barbershop, I don't know you from a can of paint, and you tell me he's in position to be at number 8, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
like,
But look,
damn,
I'm
that's
not tripping
crazy.
about
Because
that.
if you had a point of 7 people better than him, and you had
You
ability
can
to tell
argue
me,
seven. You can
but
argue
You
7
can.
people better than him,
but
but
what
You
I'm, but what
can.
I'm, that was my point though.
I'm not doing that.
But if
But
we
I
arguing,
understand it.
if we arguing people 7 people better than him in a barbershop conversation, guys, ain't
yeah,
nobody finna bring up no fucking defense. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm
I
just
would.
saying.
I would. I
I
would.
would,
I
I don't
I
would.
would
see,
though.
but see, Red,
I,
I
I
I,
don't
would.
I
see
get what
how
Red's
you.
saying. I get what Red's saying. In the
I
barbershop
don't,
conversation, they're not gonna
Zell.
say no
How
defense.
do you have that conversation of the top 8 people and not discuss defense? They all
Nah,
play
I get what
defense.
you're saying, but
They
in the
all are
barbershop, it's just
defenders.
gonna be a
So
bunch
how
of
do you have that
casuals.
conversation?
It's gonna be a bunch
Bro,
of casuals in the
So
barbershop.
Okay,
we
well,
you
name
talking
your
about?
top
So you talking
five.
about?
Name your top 5 players of all time and tell me which one of them didn't play no defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not? Yeah, you
on
have
ball
to play
defense.
defense.
Because let
You
me
talking
ask
about
y'all
you
this:
talking about
why is Tim
you talking
Duncan
about
the best power forward of all time?
on ball defense, right?
Gamser was playing defense.
I didn't. And what's crazy? Hold on. And what's crazy? Because he asked about Tim Duncan. I don't even say that about his defense, and I know he called it defense. You ask me why Tim Duncan
If
top
you
5 because he's just the best
But,
polished. He's just the best.
but
Go ahead,
He,
go ahead,
Red
Red.
is
Go ahead,
right.
Red. I
Red
can't
is
hear
we
you.
right.
listen, we listen.
Red's right.
I'm
I
just
will.
saying he the best polished power forward. I don't never bring up his defense.
Why
Until one
not?
of y'all,
I don't know.
until one of
I don't
y'all
know
niggas in
how.
the conversation bring up defense. Like
but
y'all
he
niggas
Nigga,
are
he's
wouldn't
a
y'all,
won
15-time
nothing.
yeah,
All
listen,
NBA defender.
He
listen, y'all
wouldn't have
niggas.
won nothing without him playing defense.
Listen, bro. What I'm saying
So
is,
it's
hold on.
Hey,
irrelevant if he don't
hey,
This,
play
hey,
defense.
this is
hey,
what I'm saying, Dirk. This is what I'm saying,
I get
Dirk.
what I get what Red
We
is
go,
saying though. I get what Red
we
is
go
saying.
from
They
we
they
go
not
from
about to post
points.
no defensive highlights and shit.
We go from points
We ain't
to
gotta put
check.
no.
Listen, we go go from points to championships when we discussing basketball. And not one conversation outside of y'all two niggas have anybody brought up defense.
Who is y'all?
In
Who?
a barbershop conversation.
All
Them
right,
two niggas with hats on.
Well, them niggas at the
so you
barbershop don't
want
play basketball then.
But you gotta
That's
think
what I'm
about it. If you
saying.
go
What
to the
barbershop
barbershop, you're
y'all
gonna
at?
have
Hey, this
old
is the
people,
most.
you're gonna
This
have
is the
young
most I've
people,
ever.
you're gonna have
This is the
all
most I've ever talked about defense with anybody. Nobody talking about
Please. Hold on,
defense.
I don't understand.
Fucking
time
I
talking
out.
don't
about
understand how
defense.
y'all don't talk defense. That's crazy.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
If
Dirk.
they're
Go ahead,
not
Dirk.
great at, if they don't play defense, they don't win no championships, and we don't talk about them at all. We don't talk about Tim Duncan at
So
all
hold
if
on.
we don't get them 8
Red.
blocks.
I'm on your
Hold on.
side, brother.
So let me.
We
I get
don't
what
So let
you're
me.
get the
Hold on.
saying, dog.
quadruple
I get
double,
Now,
what
no
you're
damn
I,
near
saying.
quadruple double.
now,
What we
now
Let me.
I
talking
Let me
know,
about?
You
I
said
know
you
what
said
you're
if you're not
saying.
playing defense, you don't win. Kyrie won a Kyrie week spots. They say he don't play defense, but he got a championship. He got one championship,
Yeah, you
right?
do.
He has
With
one
who?
What that
championship.
got
With
with
Hold on.
who?
Kyrie?
With
Let
Because
who?
me
LeBron
finish.
James had
conversation.
the
With
greatest
who?
of all time.
Let me finish, bro.
LeBron
Kyrie?
James
Can
had
I
one of the greatest of
can
all
I
time.
finish? Can I finish?
Kyrie?
Can I
Huh?
Talking to
finish?
defense.
You
Can I
can.
finish?
You can.
The,
On one breath, y'all let's say individual defense. Then if I say the nigga ain't got defense, now we talking about team
yeah,
defense.
but
What I'm
you
saying
said a
is, let me
sidekick.
let
We
me
talking about the greats.
let me finish. Even if you don't have good defense, which even if you don't have good defense, you can be disguised in a team in a system. We can tuck you away. We can get you to that level without you playing great defense. One of my
That's right.
And
favorite
that's
players didn't play.
fine.
One of my favorite players didn't play no fucking defense. He just ran up against Shaq and Kobe.
Who was
I don't
that?
have it.
Okay.
He just was a good ball, a passing lane defender. Y'all
He
talking
ain't
about
play no
defense?
defense.
Who like that was my point. But he top five in assists steals every year. So what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
He ain't
How's that
got no
not defense?
He was a,
chips. And we ain't talking about him. He ain't got
Did he
no
make it?
chips and
Did
he
he
not
make
in the
it?
top 15 because he don't
And
play
this
no
is look,
defense.
and
yeah,
this is why, and this is why I don't have
We
barbershop
love
talk. But I say every time when nigga gonna switch it to something to make it benefit them.
hold
There's a
on,
lot
hold
of
on.
niggas that don't play
Hold
defense.
on, hold on. We got to rally the
no,
conversation. Let's rally the conversation because we're
no.
going too far. We're going too far left. Okay. We're saying that you
Fuck that.
can't
Hold
just
on.
put
Does
Chris
Steph Curry
McGrady.
play defense?
No,
Does he have a
he don't
championship?
have
Does he
no.
have multiple?
He,
Just based off
but
what
he's an
y'all said, does he have
anomaly though.
multiple?
Dirt, the red. You picking a one guy out of the top 15 niggas that don't play deep. You picking a one guy.
He
Okay.
also
Everybody
made
else can play.
7,000 threes in the season.
You picking the
Hold
one
on.
guy
So
who
what? So
stands out.
what I just said again, defense is not that important when you have great offense and a good team
It's
structure.
super. It's
But
super important.
what you just said about Steph Curry is the same thing.
So
They
You pick
they
all
the
right.
one
surrounded
That's a
him
guy
with
great
the
out
example.
of
I
the
like
players.
that.
top
So I
They
listen.
15
surrounded.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
So
Ted. Go ahead, Ted.
so I get it. You're saying that defense didn't matter when it comes to those particular people when they was in their peak. So Golden State didn't play defense.
I'm not saying he
Thank you.
didn't play defense. I'm
You
saying
you
y'all said,
just told me
listen,
that you have the ability to hide certain
listen.
players.
Y'all said for the great niggas, y'all
Okay.
specifically named great
Yeah.
niggas had to be
Yes.
lockup defenders or defensive players. I'm saying that one of the greatest point guards of all time don't play a lick of fucking defense and has multiple championships because he had good defensive teams around him that was
Yeah.
the supporting cast. That's all I'm saying.
So
So
That's
again,
him
we
cool.
said
particularly, he
one out
wasn't
of
the
15
defender.
niggas.
But what we're
One
saying
out of
KD,
that
15
the
niggas,
KD,
and
first
is
the
KD a
that's not
the
a
great
most
standard.
defender?
He's an
common 10
anomaly.
That's
names
the
that
point.
people name, the most common 10 people names
Steph
on
Curry's
the
in there.
top tens are going to be
Steph Curry's in
two-way
there.
players.
Name 10.
Larry Bird didn't play
Name,
defense.
So
exactly.
Yes, he
So
Hakeem.
did.
Larry, Larry,
Yes, he
no, the
did.
fuck
Larry,
he
So
didn't.
all right.
No, he
So
Larry
okay.
didn't.
Bird
So
did play
but what
defense.
I'm
Larry
saying
Bird
is,
did
he
play
was
defense
getting
like a
hold on,
motherfucker,
hold on.
man.
So
He
let's do
getting
it. Let's
fried.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hold on, hold
Hold
on,
So
on.
hold
you
on.
name. I
Look
What,
up
want
what,
you
what
to
Larry.
y'all
name
consider?
more
What y'all
players that
consider
don't play
defense
Larry
first?
defense
Bird played
than players
defense.
that do play defense.
We're not, and this is what I'm saying. We're not saying that it don't. We're just saying in certain cases it don't matter. KD
What
ain't.
I'm s-
We
In
don't
one
call
case.
KD a defender.
But KD is a defender though.
We
When
do
he
we
when he
call
was
him?
when he was going for
Do we praise him
KD
for
did
defense?
defend though.
man,
Do
we
we?
don't care about no damn
Do
KD.
look, y'all niggas on KD hate. Do we praise him for
Oh,
defense?
Huh?
no.
When
No,
we talk
no.
Is
about
he a top 10 player? Is he
when
a
we
top
talk,
10 player?
Is
yes,
he a
yes,
top 10
yes,
player?
yes,
No,
yes. They're gonna
no,
put him in the top 10.
no,
Yes, he is. Stop, bro.
no,
some people may say yes. I don't
Stop,
know.
bro.
No, he's not.
top 10
Bro,
what?
Mitch. I
No.
mean, no, not Mitch. Dirt. So you telling me they weren't comparing KD and LeBron at one point in time? They weren't
They
saying they
need
was
to
the number one.
stop.
For a
They
They did
need to
that shit
season.
for
And
stop.
that's what I was trying to
they
tell you
did,
about for a
they
season,
did that shit for
not for
two
a
seasons.
career.
And
Nobody ever said
EJ,
KD is better than
you
LeBron
know
for his
what,
career.
It's
For a
not EJ
season.
because he tore his Achilles, EJ, the next season. He
Okay.
tore his Achilles the next season. That's why it went down.
He had already
Yeah.
been in the
For
league
a
like
season.
14 years since then.
All right, bro. What I'm saying, y'all missing the point. KD KD, and LeBron James are being compared to the number 1 and 2 players of the league. One nigga don't play defense, the other do, but y'all saying it matters so fucking much. That's all
Okay,
I'm
hold
saying.
on.
So
Hold
what
on. Time
year?
out. Time out.
What year
Time
was
out.
KD? What year did KD become a better player than Kobe during the early parts of his career?
I know that y'all telling the Kobe haters he was a better scorer for like 12
No, I'm
years.
asking. I'm asking somebody
Who?
that loves
A better player.
Kobe. When did
I'm
when did
not.
KD
Don't
become the better player to say, "Oh, this is the
listen.
number 2 player over Kobe"?
I don't think LeBron James better than Kobe. So you're not gonna get me to say it. But I'm just saying.
Oh
What
well,
I'm
What?
saying.
hey,
No, I'm
well,
saying Braun was
hey.
the. I'm saying
You
Braun
Welcome
was
to
the
the
best
said
player.
squad, then.
If
Welcome
Braun
to
was the best player for, so when did Braun become the better player than Kobe?
in my opinion, never longevity.
Shit, in
If you said
We
you
in
said
we know
'03,
your opinion. We
in
can
in
we know your
'03,
opinion.
you
When he
asked my
got drafted.
opinion. He asked
When he
my
got
opinion.
drafted.
yeah, in
That's what we
'03.
want.
Okay, but I'm saying though, so if Braun
Oh,
was known as that,
three.
and
Oh,
Kobe won championships from
Nah, come on
'03
now, bro.
to when he won his last one against Boston,
Both of y'all niggas
when did
high.
KD become a better player than Kobe?
never.
In my opinion, never.
So why would they compare themselves 1 and 2 if he was never the second best player when they was playing in their proms?
Hey, dog, I just said media perception. Like I said in
Red
the first
speaking for
Bro,
the
stop.
conversation.
other
I'm
people.
saying
I'm just,
remove the
no, I'm
media
saying.
and I'm just having a conversation with you.
So now we having a man to man
Red.
conversation based off of opinion of the world and the conversation
Because
that we
you
brought
keep
in.
on trying to use the media as a scapegoat when I'm asking you a question.
It's not so. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. So the
Yes,
biggest
sir.
platform. Hold on. So the biggest platforms of media or the NBA, the outlets that we get most of our information from,
Okay.
those facts aren't important, right? Because I know when we
I
was in
didn't.
school.
I'm not saying that they're not important, but I'm
Wait.
saying. Go ahead.
You just said I can't use the media as a scapegoat, but that would be our site page, right? If we was in school writing a paper, that would be our
Was.
site page, right? So what I'm
Sure.
saying is when I use that, you can't discredit that and say, hey, we doing it personally if we going off the site page. If the site page is bigger than our opinion, what I'm basing it on?
But I'm
This is
saying you
You a
can't
ho-
say that something is you can't say that you can't use the opinion when your opening statement was, in my opinion, he was never better than Kobe. And
you asked
then
me
you go
about
back
Kobe.
and say, and I'm saying
No,
just
you
real
asked me
quick,
about Kobe.
right?
The
Because
first
I'm
thing was
saying
about the
you said
defense.
your opening statement was at one point 1 and 2, Kobe and KD, I mean LeBron and KD
Kobe.
were comparable. And then I
Mhm.
asked, in what point of their primes was it clear that KD was better than Kobe?
You
And
also
then you
asked
went
me.
back to the media, but then
No,
you're
no,
saying your
no.
opening statement was never.
Ted, you told me, you said, hey, I want your opinion. You said
Right?
I want
Yeah,
you
I
to tell
do.
me
That's
me.
the.
You said me and you are talking. So what I'm saying
We
is we was
always want
going
your
media.
opinion, Red.
I want your
We always
opinion.
want
Your
your opinion.
opinion means more to me than somebody on a website that I
Than
don't
some
know.
random
It
Bleacher
clear.
I
Report.
Listen. It
we don't
clearly
want to
don't.
hear
Because
no more of that Taylor Rook stuff, man.
We don't want.
listen. It clearly doesn't
Let me
because
let
if
me
I
go.
prevent a fact and give you a fact, the nigga easier give me an opinion. And then we do this is what we do all the time. Then it'd be,
Wait,
hey,
how I get in it? I don't even
look,
know.
both of
What
y'all niggas.
happened?
It'd be argue. Look, hey, look. I ask these niggas all the time, bro. I say, look, cuz. I say, how we argue? We arguing facts or offense. Them niggas just say, argue to win. So then when you argue to
No, you
win,
don't say
you
facts or
lose the way.
opinion. You say, are we arguing points
How we
or
argue? I say, I ask how we argue.
because I'm
I ask,
saying,
okay,
but there's nothing to win when all I'm doing is asking you a question.
hey guys, all
right?
I'm saying is this: both of y'all, all of y'all are right. All I'm saying is, listen, all of y'all are right. All I'm saying is, we don't fucking
Thank
talk
you.
about defense. We don't fucking talk about
Yes,
defense when we usually
So
talk
let me
about
ask,
the best
hold on.
players.
You
Y'all
right,
niggas
Red.
do.
we
Let's do
do
this.
that.
You and
Hold on,
EJ,
Dirt. Hold on,
only
Dirt.
two
Let's do
niggas
this.
that
Let's
do.
do this.
You and EJ.
Because we
I feel like I
we
missed a
we
When
red
you
we
play
flag.
going in
Somebody
basketball,
circles
else for
now.
hold
real.
on. When
I
you
feel
We
like
play
going in
everybody
circles.
basketball,
knows everybody's
okay,
head.
you're right. Let's go.
Yeah, we going
WNBA.
in circles. Hold on. Let me just ask a question. So, do y'all think that? Wait, Dirt. You asked me this. Do you think that Trace McGrady was better than Penny Hardaway?
Fuck
Oh
no.
shit.
Do I think
What'd you
Tracy
say?
McGrady is? I like Penny Hardaway.
You like Penny? Okay. I would. So I want to ask the question of. Let's
It's
just go
hard.
around table. We
It's
can end it. Do
but it's hard to say.
Trace?
Like, I mean, obviously Tracy McGrady's career was better, but I'm saying, are you asking me like if I just got to pick which one I wanted in a
No,
prime?
I'm
Then I want
asking you
Penny.
because Trace McGrady said that he could have won a championship if he replaced Kobe on those teams,
Ah
and Penny
man,
Hardaway
please.
was on that team. So that's what I wanted to ask y'all. Do
No.
y'all
Ben
have
Holo was
this
on what
round table?
team?
Yes or no?
You
If
talking
Trace
about with Shaq?
McGrady was on Kobe's team, well, yes, swap out Kobe for Trace McGrady.
Then
Do
Penny
they win a
Hardaway and
championship?
Shaq go to the finals.
They did, and that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm
All
asking the
right,
question
so
So
because
ask your question again, EJ, please.
how better
Y'all niggas wild, bro.
if you swap out Trace
Yeah,
McGrady for Kobe Bryant on those three-peat Lakers,
he gets
how
one
many
championship.
championships
He
do
gets one.
do they win?
He gets one.
Or do
Shaq
they win the
dominant.
championship?
He gets one. Shaq too dominant not
You
to
get
win.
one.
He
You
gets
get
one,
one against
bro.
the Pacers.
Red, we
If you
won't
say-
hear from you no more. Red, let Zell go.
I
You've
said
been
he
talking
get
for
one.
20 minutes.
You gonna
Nigga.
get one.
Go
You gonna
ahead,
get
Zell.
one. You gonna get at
You
least
get
one.
one.
You gonna get at least one for sure. He ain't gonna get zero.
You gonna get
I
one?
ain't gonna say
Straight
zero.
up, for sure.
He gonna get at least
Mitch,
one.
how
He's
you feel?
getting one, bro. He's
How you
getting
feel,
one,
Mitch? You
bro.
get
At
one?
least
It's,
one. Come on now.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna.
I
yeah,
can say three. I'm not saying three's ridiculous. He'll get one.
3 is crazy.
yeah.
You know why it's hard
He
for
gonna
me
get
for this
hurt.
question? It's hard for me. It's hard for me to swap you in there when I seen that you couldn't get past the first round.
That was crazy.
When I see that you losing to motherfuckers like Vince Carter. You stop acting. We gotta Tracy McGrady's my man. We can't act like he just did some shit to where it'd be different if he made it to like an Eastern Conference Finals. The motherfucker is losing in the first round. So to just say, yeah, y'all remember that game in 2000 when game 4 of the Pacers series and Shaq fouled out. And he said, damn, man, I let the team down and blah, blah, blah. And Kobe said, don't worry
I
about
got
it, big
it.
fella. I got us.
I
got it, right? I don't know that Trace McGrady can just go do that. There was moments, even though people are saying Kobe was a Robin, there were moments that made Kobe
They gotta stop
Kobe
saying
even
that.
in
Hey,
those
Red
finals,
is
bro.
disgusted over there. Look at him.
And it was crazy is he's a Kobe fan.
I'm
Bro, listen.
disgusted with him.
I'm just
I'm
disgusted because we keep
disgusted
doing
with
all
Kobe,
this.
EJ
listen to me.
Kidd.
We
It's
just
going
brought
to get
Last
five
point.
here.
we just compare
Dirt,
Penny
look,
to
last
T-Mac.
point.
And T-Mac can make a Penny
Kobe
get-
averaged 28 with Shaq. He averaged more points with Shaq than Trace McGrady did by his damn self. So I can only imagine Shaq dwarfing Trace McGrady when he get on that team. Kobe averaged more points with Shaq than Trace McGrady did by himself in that 3 year run. So I don't know why y'all.
We're not
Trace
even.
McGrady
They're
got
not even in the same stratosphere.
It seemed
Dog. I
like
don't know why we're
the
talking
longer
about this.
time passes, niggas think that they better than what they was. The more time that happens and go, Tracy McGrady was my man. But
Did
you
y'all-
lost to fucking Vince Carter in the Jazz, man. You lost to
Did-
AK-47. Y'all
Did y'all watch?
remember? That's
Did
who you
y'all watch?
losing to.
Did y'all watch T-Mac whole statements? But I'm asking because it sounds like y'all just taking bits.
I watched that
from it.
15-minute segment.
Mm-mm.
And
I don't
another
want to
part
hear
I didn't like.
nothing he got to say about
Because in
nothing.
the statement he pretty much
All
just
right,
saying
watch
if you drop him on the same team with the
Hey,
same
EJ, check the
caliber of
comments.
players, he can win one.
Oh.
Like he can win one. He just said he's never had a team put together that was good as a championship
He
team.
did though, and that's why I'm saying that's cap.
When did he
He
have a
did
championship
not
team?
compare
I'm a
to-
back. I'm a
Never had a
backpedal,
championship
EJ.
team, bro.
I'm a backpedal and even
He's
say
never had a
that
championship team.
there hasn't been more than 5 franchises that's been better than that team, that era,
Rockets
that
team?
little 3-peat time frame.
Oh, the Lakers. Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot of teams better than that. So like when you choose
T-Mac
You know
had
that,
a team
you know
that
why they
win.
were good? Because
Yeah,
Kobe
they
was
ain't
on
can't
it.
drop
What?
yourself into one of the best teams
You
ever.
can't-
You
But
talking about you
but
win shit.
because that's
was
like
the conversation,
Melo
though.
saying like, well, shit.
Oh
If I had that team
God.
that KD had that KD had when he went to the Warriors, I wouldn't be able to fill
Hey,
that shoe. Like,
why can't we say we can just throw anybody. Put Melo on that 3-peat Lakers team. Put him in there.
The conversation was
No, we don't want him.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what that shit sound like to me.
the
We don't want him.
conversation was you can't. He
my
was like,
bad, Zell. I
he
ain't
was
want to
like,
use that
he was like,
point. My bad.
they were
What,
saying we
Melo?
should stop
Oh, we
glorifying.
good.
Nah,
Stop
it was
glorifying
Zell
rings.
rock with Melo, but my bad. I had to use him.
They
I
were saying
know what you mean.
they were saying we should stop using rings to glorify people's success. He was saying that
I'm glad you.
it's only several teams. He said it's only several teams that have teams worthy of winning championships. All
Okay.
he was saying was if you put
Now-
somebody that's an elite
Yeah,
player on one of those teams, they can potentially win the championship. He's not saying they're going to be a dynasty. He just said they would win the
He
championship
didn't
or in a
say
better
Red. He
situation.
didn't say potentially.
That's
He
the
said
T-Mac.
if you put me on that team, you think
He
I don't
said
get a
one.
championship?
Because
He
he,
gets
T-Mac
one.
said
Potentially.
yeah, because he asked the open-ended question. He
Nah,
didn't want to
he
answer.
said-
That's him
Yeah,
telling you
he
that
did
I
say
would
that.
win.
He gets
win.
one.
Facts.
If you put anybody with prime Shaq, they win at least
Hold on.
one.
And that's
Hold
why
on.
I asked you about
Hold
Penny
on,
Hardaway. Because
hold
Penny
on,
Hardaway
dog.
was on that team and they didn't
Man,
win.
you know what,
That's why
man?
I
All
asked.
these
No, hold on. I got something.
Go ahead,
So
Mitch.
hold on. So it is some Tracy McGrady hate because how many elite players in the NBA at that time can you put on that team and won't win one? Are y'all tripping now? Like y'all saying only Kobe could win these championships with Shaq? He's the only player. That's the only player that can win.
It's
Nah,
not proven.
So,
Because
so he's the only one.
with
you don't think Paul Pierce would have got one since he was a two-way player?
Oh, I'm saying more people can, but y'all saying
I'm
Tracy
agreeing
McGrady
with
can't.
your statement,
Yes,
but I'm
with
saying
Shaq,
that
yes.
particular person would not win.
So hold on. So let me ask you something. So it's D Wade.
I don't like his body.
It's prime for prime. It's D Wade and T Mac.
That's crazy.
I couldn't hear
I
you,
don't
Ray. What you
like
said?
Paul Pierce.
Prime for prime is T Mac better than D Wade.
Say him
D
like
Wade
a
won the
person.
next year with Shaq with a broke down
He can't
Shaq.
win one.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
Who?
he is.
You got
Prime
D
D
Wade
Wade.
over Prime
Prime
T
D
Wade.
Wade is better than Prime T-Mac.
Hey y'all,
Yes.
I seen Wade
So,
average
oh
40 in the
God.
hey,
finals.
Oh God.
hey,
Oh God.
hey,
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
quiet.
You know why,
I'm quiet.
Dirk? Because he
I'm
played
quiet.
Yeah.
defense.
Listen, I'm quiet
Thank
rest of
Because
the
he
God.
time.
played defense.
He
EJ
did.
fucking
Wade a
capping.
two-way
He ain't
player.
never listen. EJ ain't never gave
Yes.
nobody this much praise over T Mac, y'all. This is some T Mac hate.
I
I'm
got
quiet.
D Wade number 3 on my all-time shooting guard list, guys.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
sorry.
That's a
you
fact. That's a
you
fact. That's a fact.
listen,
And
I
it's
got him
listen,
not
number 3.
debatable. It's not
listen,
We
listen,
got
debatable.
put
this
Guys,
Wade.
nigga.
We putting Wade.
This
We
the
putting
same
Wade
nigga.
over T-Mac. What we talking
Y'all gotta
about?
remember this, bro. This the same
Facts.
nigga I've been knowing
What we
since I was
talking
in
about,
four.
man?
This the same guy I've been knowing since I was 4 years old, guy. This nigga arguing me up and down for years that T Mac was better than Kobe. I'm not believing
I
this
was
shit
young.
today. I'm
I
gonna let
was just
y'all have it
young
though.
and,
I'm letting
Who
y'all
was
have
and
it.
score?
my brain hadn't
It was
grown
a
yet.
lot of people doing that.
I
It was
was
a
an
lot of people doing
adolescent.
that. But when you get older and you
Duh,
realize that
duh.
it's
The
not
nigga still,
close.
the nigga just argued me this shit probably a month ago.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
right.
doing this
Okay.
with
No,
y'all,
I
bro.
didn't.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
saying,
I ain't doing this
Mitch,
shit with
Mitch,
y'all, bro.
Expose it, Red. Expose it for
That nigga
No,
be
yourself.
I didn't.
capping,
This
bro.
nigga said a
That
month
nigga
ago
be
is
capping,
crazy.
bro. That nigga
Oh,
be
Red,
capping,
he
bro.
on here.
That
He
nigga said
on here
here.
switching up
Hey, hold
That
on,
on the
nigga
Red.
line.
chatty, that nigga chatty patty, man. I'm letting him have it, man. Y'all
Oh
got it, man.
man, he done
That
Hey,
nigga
switched
capping.
up.
you know what I didn't like though about what T Mac was saying too, though, fellas. I didn't like the
He
statement
a
of
loser.
saying that.
That's why you ain't like it.
I didn't like that people are saying he's saying that people are championship worthy, right? I don't like championship worthy and ring culture because listen, man, the Boston Celtics were championship worthy this year. The Cavaliers are championship worthy.
What is that?
What does it really mean? You feel me? Ring culture matters to me because when you play the game to win. I'm
yeah.
sorry, and you play the game to win. I don't really know how you can get around saying that. Well, I would have won if I did this and what. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
want to
hear
hear.
this. I'm sorry. I hate
But
that.
I will say this: here's and the two different things because the Gil was kind of confusing me what he was saying, y'all. There's one thing you can be great now, but can you be a top 10 player? That's different, right? So if you equating greatness, because that go back to the conversation of how you define greatness. I think being great is being a top 25 player all the time. I think that's
Sure.
great.
That's
Hey,
cool.
I think that's great.
ain't
But
y'all the same
you
niggas that
can't.
told me Luca gonna be top 10 and he might not never get a championship? Ain't
He
y'all the
won't be
same niggas
top.
that told
He won't be
like
top
hey,
10 if he don't get no chips.
these the same niggas that told me Luca
Now,
already
Red,
gonna be top 10.
you know,
These the
but
same
Red,
niggas
you know why I said that though? Red, I said that because being that he honestly he a white dude, they gonna look at him different. I think they would view him different because if I'm being honest, James Harden has a very similar career to what his number. So I said that because I think they're gonna view him differently. They'll move the goalpost for him because he's a white dude.
He won't
That
crack
was
the
why I
top
said that.
10. He won't crack the
You
So
got
top
to
I
10
don't.
without
I
no
won't have
chips. He
me,
won't crack the top
So,
personally,
10.
Red.
so,
He would not be in the top
so
25.
based off of that, like, has any of Luca's peak years been better than 2018 Houston? Since you said there's similarities in their careers, since peak obviously matters.
Same,
He talking about
same.
Harden. He talking about Harden and Luca.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just
It's the
saying since
same
because he
players.
said that they were similar. So what I'm saying is, if you use a name like that, and Harden is not looked at as a top 10 player, no matter, especially with all the stuff that he has done in regards to questionable playoff performances. But you can't deny the longevity, the consistency, the MVPs, blah blah blah, 6-man awards. Like, what are we diminishing? What doesn't matter when we use this argument versus making Luca better all time versus Harden when
That's a good
none of
question,
his
Ted.
careers have been better than Harden.
Who's
Good question,
I'm
Ted.
not who's yeah, I don't even think you can put Luca
No,
in front of Harden right now.
Right.
I don't
So
think
so
he is.
that's why I'm
But
asking, because if, like EJ said, we can, well, not we, the mass media may move Luca all time above Harden. What makes him better
May
than Harden
well
if they're
well
similar
well
careers and similar play
look,
paths?
You know what's gonna put him above him
yeah,
if he outscoring by numbers. If he score
yeah.
more
Well
points,
I can do
his
that
career,
because
which I went back to
his
from the
career
first point.
But I'm asking because right now Harden is still in the NBA and he's still
it's
moving
not.
that.
yeah,
It
Huh?
but
is though.
Luca's
Hold on,
But
career
Luca
but
is.
started
it's
Luca's
not just
career
point. It's
started
not
better.
just points though, Red. To me, Luca. If Luca averages 28, 10, and 8 for every season going forward, they would have an argument to say that that would be the argument for him being over James Harden. It's because
Then
of
James then then
all of
James
it.
He's
Harden then
no,
James
he's
Harden lead
tracking
the
to
league
be
in like
So
assists for
so
some years and
so
all that
yeah,
like
he
type
No,
did.
no,
So
he
stuff.
that's
did. He got 3 seasons of it.
this is why I hate
He
this
got 3
argument and
seasons of it,
and
Red.
why I asked it. So EJ, let me ask you this: where is
Oh
Harden
yeah,
all time, positionless, based off
positionless.
of accolades, consistency, points, stats,
well.
I'm
whatever?
gonna name some people I got in front of him because
That's fine. I don't care
I'm
about that.
my brain. My
But hey,
brain. I'm
listen,
thinking
listen. But when
top
you name,
50.
hey, listen, when you name these players, don't name the top fivers. Don't name the obvious shit.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
past that. That's what I
well,
was
y'all
gonna
got
say. So I got
Iverson ranked
John.
that. Hold on, real quick. Why y'all got Iverson ranked that as a shooting guard?
I got him
5,
in
Or
front of Harden.
or all over?
I got him at
four
4
or
or 5.
five,
Fred.
4 or
four or
5.
five.
Shooting guard.
That's all time or just shooting guard? I'm talking about all time,
Oh,
not
shooting
No,
shooting
guard, shooting
guard,
guard,
but
shooting
just
guard.
where he in y'all
Oh,
top 10? Is he in your top
all
10?
time.
All
I
time?
seen him make
No.
a lot of niggas top 10s.
No.
Top 10 what?
is he?
I'm only asking for what we were talking about before. So where y'all got Iverson? Just answer the question.
I
I
got him
don't
in
know. I
like
can't
maybe
even. I
like.
gotta write it down somewhere. He
I
not.
I
gotta
would
write
say
I
this,
gotta
Red.
write a
I
list,
think he
but he's
around
not in
30
the
for me,
top
Red.
10 all
I'm gonna
time.
say he around 30.
All right,
I
y'all
think he
niggas
around
different
30.
today, but I'm listening. Good. Let's go. I'm listening.
Oh man, no. I think
I'm
because I
listening.
got so the people I
Somewhere in
got in
there,
front of James
30,
Harden,
35,
John Stockton,
somewhere.
Karl Malone,
He's top
Charles
25.
Barkley, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett, Dwayne Wade, Hakeem. What's that? Is that how many is that? 8 or
What
That's
we
9?
about
what we
8.
doing?
I'm
I
just asking the
wanted I
question.
wanted him I wanted
Come
him
on,
to
James Harden.
name players that are clearly better career wise than Harden,
Kevin
since we
Durant,
wanted to use him as a benchmark.
We shouldn't be
Kevin Durant,
naming. You should just say like
Giannis,
top 30.
Joker.
Yeah,
That's
he
why I
might
said
be in
30.
like the
Like
40s or
just
something. I
say
don't know.
40. Like you shouldn't even
He
Yeah,
do
I
the
make
got
the
top.
You
top.
talking
He
about
I
you
make
got
the
him
talking what
around
you
that
talking
area.
about?
That's
You
why I
talking about
say.
Iverson Mitch? Look, hey, I just said that shit, Mitch.
No,
no
you talking about
You
James
James
Harden.
Harden.
said
Talking about
you
James
He's
just
Harden.
not
said
James
that you
Harden.
You talking
said
about
being in
James
the
Harden? I
top
thought you talking
25
about
you would be
niggas.
considered great. But then
He not in the
so
top
since he's
25.
not in the top 25, he's not great.
No, hold on. Let me
No,
let me
he's
let me
great.
clean that up then. Let me clean that
Huh?
up.
He's
I think
great.
being a
Uh-uh.
I
top
He's
just
great.
I just
75
want
player
to
is
go
great.
with what I listened to, Dirk.
No,
That's
if you
it.
on that
Yeah.
top 75 list, you great.
I think you're great. Yeah, let me clean it up. I think being a
Whoa.
top 75 player is
You
great.
walked out with that
I
jacket the
think
other
you.
year. You was great. It
All right,
wasn't
so all
nobody
right,
up there that
see, I
wasn't
like
great.
that you say that. Never mind, I don't even
But
want
this
to
nigga,
start this
but
shit.
this niggas on that don't play defense. I eat
Huh?
my nigga Dame Lillard. This niggas on that
Yeah.
don't play
Hold on,
defense.
but
Is,
red.
Yeah.
See,
is
Yeah.
you
Dame
But
mixing
great,
two
Dirk?
he not.
things.
That's what I'm
Hold
Yeah,
on,
hell
saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Hell
but
yeah,
saying.
he great.
you mixing different things,
No,
Red.
that's not what we
You
was
keep
saying
mixing the
though, Red.
great.
I never
You
said
mixing the
you
great
wasn't
with
great.
being a top 10 player.
No,
You
Yeah.
no,
can't be
I'm not.
talked about.
I wasn't talking about
You
top
can't be
10, nigga.
talked about. You can't be talked about with some guys because you don't play defense and you don't win nothing.
Once you
It go hand in
hit the
hand.
greatness threshold, once you pass greatness, defense becomes in the conversation.
Yeah, like
So
when
once you
Dame
pass
walked in,
greatness,
when
you're
Dame
great.
walked in with his top 75 jacket on, it was different than when
Yeah,
Magic walked in that motherfucker. It was,
you're great.
hey Dame,
There,
he came out, he
the
probably came out like two, like right
this,
when the
look,
the lights might have still been on, and they
but
brought
y'all,
Dame out.
on
And
my,
then they
I'm just
dropped the
saying,
lights down for
y'all.
some of the great greats.
So Luca
It's
gonna,
great.
so Luca gonna be top
We
10,
don't
right?
know.
That's what I'm
No,
asking.
We
No,
don't
Cause,
stop
know.
we don't
saying
know.
top
It,
10. No,
We don't
no,
know.
Mm.
We
we
don't
don't
nah,
know.
know yet.
no.
hey, Zed, let me ask you a question, Zed.
What's up?
A few pies ago, did these niggas not say Luca gonna be in the top 10?
Which
They,
part was
they
that?
said, bro, we can go. What pie? Hey,
How
I
about this?
put
How
that on
about
my,
this?
I put it on
I
my
changed
mama.
my mind. No, he's not going to be top 10 because I don't recall it. I don't think if I
Them
said it,
niggas
I
definitely
didn't
said it, bro.
know because I don't want to get stuck on this. I don't know how we keep going back to him being the top 10. If he don't win no championship, he's
He's
never going to
not
be
in
in there.
there. Yeah,
All
He's
he's
not going to be
track.
in there, bro.
I think what people are saying is he tracking right to be great because he's
Yeah.
been great since the beginning. But you have to win championships to get to a certain level,
But
right?
if he's at that
If he
level,
doesn't, if
yeah,
he doesn't win any, then he gonna be walking in with Dame and them.
he's gonna pass Dame. But I
That's
got
just
you.
it. No,
With the
I'm
lights
He's going to
saying
on.
be
With the
back there
lights
with
he
on.
them.
can pass. He can pass Dame, but he
He
not
coming in with the
gonna be
lights on.
walking
So
in.
I guess what we were saying is I can only speak for myself off of like scraping the memory. If Luca does win, he will be in that conversation based off what he did because he's the anomaly. He will be an anomaly that doesn't play defense, but as long as he does, like EJ said, 30, 10, and 8 through his career for the next maybe 6 or 7 seasons, and he gets a chip and the Finals MVP, then yeah, I'll have that conversation
Right.
that he could be in there. But I'm also not
Right.
saying like he's an automatic first
He ain't no
ballot
lock.
top
He
tenner.
ain't
Like
no
no.
lock. He can't. He
But
right now his career ain't even better than Joker's. He ain't even Joker would be in the top 10 before Luca, man. So that's why like he's not even in the conversation for me when we talking about this top 10 shit. So,
yeah,
but
Okay.
again, greatness.
Jokic
I
definitely
think
getting cracking that top 10.
Jokic get another one and he has man. Listen, Jokic's numbers is crazy. But anyway,
Yeah.
man, y'all
Yo,
look
pivot,
at
talking
Red.
about
pivot,
Red, you
pivot,
Kelsey
good,
pivot,
man?
Plum.
What you
pivot,
got to say,
pivot,
Red?
pivot.
Oh no,
Red,
I'm
what you
just,
think
good?
nah,
about Kelsey Plum?
I'm just listening to y'all
Oh,
niggas, man.
No, just wait.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
listening. I like
I
Kelsey. She a
wanted y'all.
bucket.
Yeah,
I like
what's up?
Kelsey. She
What's
a
up with
bucket.
the WNBA though, Zay? What you
Spice
got,
got
bro?
that loss
I don't,
last night, man.
I don't like what she did with the shit
Turn
with the
up,
fan, but
Zell.
she a
Turn up,
bucket.
Zell on
I
this
I I,
WNBA. WNBA, man.
I was at the bar watching that game.
Who? What you mean they
Who?
lost? That's their first loss of the season?
Nah, I'm saying the Lynx played the Sparks last night.
Who won?
Uh,
The Lynx won.
Yeah, the Lynx 5.
It was a
Yeah,
close game, but they had
yeah.
won like a 21-6 run or something like that.
Lynx 5. They
Yeah.
are.
How y'all feel about the Paige Buckets stuff? Paige Buckets versus Caitlin Clark. Like as a comparison for the first 9 games. Is it reasonable or not?
Well, no.
Look,
What?
look,
What?
look,
I'm
numbers,
asking.
numbers. Hey, look, this one numbers ain't gonna matter. Go ahead. Let's hear it. This one numbers ain't gonna matter. That's what I'm gonna say. This one
This
numbers
nigga
ain't
just
gonna
want to
matter.
argue so bad.
It's
Look
some
at him.
numbers that matter. Paige is cool, man. She doing her thing. They sorry. They won 1 game, so she
Yeah.
don't really. I mean, it's
That
cool.
team, they don't care about winning. That team
Was the
don't care
Fever
about
not
winning.
sorry Caitlin first year? In the beginning, the
Nah.
first 9 games? I'm talking about the
Nah, it
first
was
9
trash.
games. We're
It
only
was
talking about
trash.
the
Oh,
first
first 9
games.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's what I'm
trash.
saying.
They won 1-13 though, but I feel you.
Is that what they are right now? 1-13?
They're
Like,
3-11. They're like 3 and
Come
11.
on, Red. Come on, Red.
They're
I
3 and
mean,
they're 3-11.
what are we saying?
Yeah.
well, we
I
just
mean,
talking.
Paige
He said the
is
first 9
good.
games. He said so. He
Paige is
said the first.
good. She's not Caitlyn.
Yeah,
He
she's
just
not
said
Paige
the
is
Caitlyn,
first.
good.
but
She's
she's
not
good.
Caitlyn.
We're
But
not
what
arguing.
and what kind of stat is that? First 9 games, like what the? Like, come on, bro. Like, be
Oh,
for
yeah.
real,
Come
bro.
But
on,
you know they play
Red.
18 games in the season, so I guess they have it up or
I'm
something. I don't
saying
know.
though, 9 games. Like, oh yeah, first 9 games. These are the percentages, and who's
Is
gonna
that
be
it,
like?
Zell? They only play
She
18
gotta
games?
get. She can't
I'm
get
talking shit.
3
They probably play
wins.
like
Oh,
40
I was gonna
something.
say, God
Nah,
damn.
they don't play 18 games. They play more than that.
They
Zell
play like 30
trolling.
or 40 or something like that. I don't know.
It don't
Okay.
matter.
What's
She on pace for
what's
two
Shawty
and
name?
50.
Boomba
Look,
K. What's her name? I can't think of
yeah,
it.
Enrique,
Enrique,
Enrique. She on the
Enrique.
team too. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
she's
yeah,
They
cold.
they
still can't get
losing,
no
but
wins.
they got
Enrique. If we talking about
Harrington.
bucket, I got Enrique over a lot of people, but that's for another
Yeah,
That's
I
how.
discussion.
like
That's
her
that's
one.
on brand. That's on brand
That's
for
for
you.
another
You
Yeah.
don't play
discussion.
no defense.
My favorite, my favorite, Dirt. Hold on, hey, this nigga Dirt, the least playing defense niggas I ever met in my life. Dirt ain't never
That's a
played
fact.
defense. What the fuck are
No,
we
I
talking
used to.
about?
No, I used to
This
too.
nigga
Nigga, he
defense. What the
said
fuck are we talking about?
That's a
He
fact.
in
Dirt
person.
and he
never
said
played
that's
defense.
a
This
hey.
nigga
Come
not
on,
playing defense. Stop it.
y'all caught me when my knees was getting bad. I used to
Ain't
strap
about
up
hey, wham, nigga,
Nigga, I
crap. We trying to hear that shit, nigga. You ain't play no
and
defense, nigga.
and
You ain't play no goddamn
I
defense.
ain't never went 1-13 nowhere. I always win where I go. So
Me neither,
I
nigga. But we
don't
just
know
saying,
about none of that
this nigga,
losing. I
hey,
don't know about
hey,
none of
see,
that. I affect winning. I
this
know
nigga,
that.
defensive guru today ain't never played a lick of it. This nigga crazy.
Nah,
Oh man,
nah, that's
that
crazy.
nigga sent
That's
me out there. Hey,
crazy.
E, go get him. Go guard
That's
Harold, E.
yeah.
crazy.
Go guard
Sometimes
Harold.
you got to know when you got
Go guard that
better
crossover.
defenders on the
See,
team. You got
I
better
hooped the nigga
defenders on the
twice.
team.
I hooped the nigga
Nah,
twice. He switched
I
me on the
was.
better nigga 3-4 times. He
Yeah,
told us
man.
about
Hey,
that
What's
shit.
the point?
let me ask y'all this about the women. Who's the leading MVP candidates right now? Who's like the top
Collier,
3 or 4? Yeah,
Nafisa,
WNBA.
Collier,
Yeah, Nafisa
It
Collier.
should be it should be Sabrina.
and
Sabrina's the MVP
yeah,
for sure.
Anescu. Probably Anescu and
Yeah, I
Nafisa.
thought
Oh,
she ain't know whatchamacallit too yet.
Y'all been
they all
sleeping on
playing better
Sabrina.
than
Anescu,
Asia?
Sabrina been getting buckets for sure.
Asian, they ain't doing that.
Hey, where
Asia,
Ryan at though?
Asia
Cause
just came
Ryan been
back.
hooping this year. Ryan and then the whatchamacallit.
Oh
She
yeah,
ain't around.
Ryan in there. Ryan and the Dream been playing good. But I
Say,
don't know. Gray
Alicia
might have
Gray.
been better than that. Yeah, Gray might be better than Ryan right now.
Yeah, but they both good
Hmm.
though. Shout to UK.
What's that?
Ryan
What's
be
that?
putting
What's that, Ted?
Ryan,
What's that?
Ryan be
Double
firing
C's,
whatchamacallit
double
ass up
C's,
too.
double C's.
That's what I was at. I thought y'all was gonna say Caitlin Clark. She
She
not
been
MVP
hurt.
yet?
No,
She been
She
Ryan
hurt.
missed
be.
2 games there. 2.
That's how she
Two
missed with 2 games
weeks.
there.
She
She missed 2
missed
2
weeks.
two,
games
two,
there.
3 games, and then
2 games.
came
She
back and
missed
hit a
4
triple
crazies in
double.
2 games. Come on,
He
man. This
can't
nigga.
beat. He can't. Nafisa been playing all year. They lost 1 game. I can't.
Hey,
I can't. Care how many games you missed? Nafisa played every one of them.
But
They
but
they
she
12
Collier
and
been hurt
one.
hey,
too. She been
But
hey,
hurt
she
too.
also she also
Ryan be
got that
guarding
she also
Caitlin
got
too.
that last year finals aura right now too. A lot of people
Yeah,
is
she
rocking
going
with her and stuff
crazy,
like
bro.
that. So
Yeah.
she's crazy. She's definitely. But this is where it
And
get weird though because
Sabrina went head up on Caitlyn and gave her 34. So
That's
Sabrina
what I
been playing
said.
good.
Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, Ryan, I'm saying Ryan did too, and she guarded her.
I
and,
feel
and,
you,
and then
Ryan.
that's
You like
and then
Ryan.
they
Oh,
they
now you
had
like
played again.
defense.
They played
She
again.
from Chat. She from
So
the
they
city.
Hey,
played
like chat.
Sabrina
Yeah.
again, and then that's when
Oh, I
Caitlin
see
Clark
her in
had 30.
chat.
You gonna leave that out?
Huh?
I said they
Say
played
it again,
again, and
Ted.
Caitlin had 30.
That's the one I'm talking about. The game they both had 30.
And what I'm saying is, I think that 3 of the 5 best WNBA players are they play in the paint. They're big women, I guess how you want to
Yeah,
say it.
Yeah.
I
It's like
got you.
Asia, Napricia, and Stewie.
What
Yeah.
about
But I'm
I've been
saying
seeing a lot about a
Sabrina.
girl, Sabotelli. Am I saying her last name? Light skinned girl.
Satu.
Yeah.
Satu. I've
Yeah.
been
She got
seeing
a
a lot
Yeah.
sister
about
too.
her.
Her
She
sister
been
played
hooping.
from
I've been seeing
Liberty.
her name on my timeline. What you say,
Yeah.
Zay?
Not, I'm saying it's two of them, but I know the one you talking about.
Yeah,
It's,
sister.
yeah, she got a
Yeah.
younger sister too. So yeah,
Yeah.
The
I
one
see. Is
sad too. She
Yeah.
plays for the Mercury. She crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Mercury's a team to look out for too.
Yeah,
They
Mercury
hurt
been
some good
playing
stuff
good.
too.
They've been playing
Yeah.
good. I like
So is
the guard on
Asia
their team.
falling off? Is Asia?
No,
The
She
she
Asia
just
was
got
falling off?
back.
hurt.
She just
She
got
had that
back.
concussion,
Yeah, she just got back.
Oh.
and
She
then
had
when she
double. She
came
had
back from
double
the
double though.
concussion, they killed. She
Yeah, she had
killed.
double double.
She cold still,
Dang.
bro. They just ain't gelling. I don't think they got Jewel. You know, they picked up Jewel. I think her and Jackie Young having trying to
Locker
figure
room
out.
issue.
You know,
Trying to figure it out.
Kelsey
Yeah.
gone now, so they kind of redid the team a little bit. Chelsea Gray inconsistent a little bit,
A
I feel
lot
like
of
but
that.
a lot of
Don't
teams.
say a
yeah,
little
you're
bit. Say a
right.
lot
You're
of
right.
bit. Say a lot
Yeah,
of bit, Dirk. I got you. I got your
I like
back.
Chelsea, but yeah,
A lot of
she
bits.
Yeah,
she a little inconsistent with
I
it,
feel like
man.
them
But she
new.
walks funny though, so I
Oh,
Yeah,
because
understand
she
why.
came in. She coming off that leg injury.
She got a funny walk.
yeah.
She coming
Okay.
Red,
off
you
that.
said
So
Ryan
who
Howard
the
from chat?
Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
from Chad, and she went to UK, Dirk. She went to high school too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, she
somebody
from
else I
Chad.
need to talk to y'all about from
We
chat,
are
but we'll talk
UK.
about that later.
I know
Oh
what he
man.
talking about. I know
Hey,
what
do
he
they
doing.
have so is
Yeah,
there
you
we know
like
what
a
you're talking
guys
about.
Chattanooga to UK pipeline now? It seemed like a lot of people from the city going up there now. It seemed like
probably.
when we first were there, Dirk, you know, Carly Morrow. Carly that was the
Oh
white girl.
yeah.
She from
Man,
Chattanooga. She went to
it don't.
I didn't know
the Earl
that.
It
Creek School.
it makes
Yeah,
sense though. I mean, you got to think it's only 3 hours away. So if you playing in tournaments in
Yeah.
Nashville, Knoxville,
yeah.
or the
I'm
surrounding
wondering
SEC.
areas,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm wondering if
Chat
she
need to get
started
some
that.
more love, man. Chat need to get some more love. Ain't
Shout
it?
out to
What
Chat
you want to say
Town.
about Chat, man? Go ahead, man.
No,
Who
I
you
was
about to
just
say?
saying, ain't Ace from chat.
Yeah, you from the
Yeah,
city.
man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
man.
enough. We can go
How
move
y'all
on.
how y'all feeling? What you say? How you feel about Ace, man? Talk to me, man.
I'm about to represent Ace. I got him.
Yeah,
You
you
got him,
I
somebody
man.
need
think,
to go get her. Somebody need to
I'm
go
about to
get
call
her.
Philly. I'm about
I
to call
think,
Philly
I
right
think,
now. And say, hey,
I
I
think
say
he got
he
bad
on his way.
representation, bro. I think that's the same
The
reason
worst. The
he
worst, Red.
he should probably fire his agent, but he
Sharif
probably
Cooper
not.
dad. It's
But
Sharif Cooper dad. That's it.
yeah,
Man.
but
Yeah.
but I was gonna say he not gonna fire him because they like family. That's kind of the reason he
Yeah.
even went to the
Well,
school
That's
he
the
went to.
problem.
So
That's
he
the
gonna
That's
end
so
why
up
he went
so
to
playing with
that
Sharif.
Manchurian.
yeah, that's why he
Yep.
went to. But I'm like, that's the wrong dude because they kind of blackball Sharif because of
He
his dad.
he
Like
gonna end up playing
his
with
dad be
Sharif
doing a
on the
lot.
Rio Grande Vipers.
I
So
mean,
I didn't like
we both playing on
Ace still
him.
could get
He was
drafted though.
playing on co-ed team with his sister.
Yeah.
I didn't like that he was asking to get
That ass.
paid for the interviews. I didn't like that. I didn't
Ace
understand that.
that
Yeah.
wasn't Ace. That wasn't Ace.
There wasn't
That's
Ace.
the
No, it
agent.
wasn't
Yeah,
Ace at all. It
that's the
wasn't Ace.
agent. Yeah, that's the
Nah, it
agent.
ain't
So
nothing
y'all
with
know
Ace.
I got sources. Oh, go ahead,
I
sir.
think Ace not doing nothing. Of course, I feel like Ace is just being a kid and he letting
Yeah.
somebody control.
That nigga like
You know what I'm saying?
17,
The narrative
18,
right now.
man.
That's all
Yeah.
that is.
I
We
mean,
don't know. He don't know what he don't know.
let me ask y'all something though.
Yeah, he
Okay,
went to
if you
Rutgers, so I
but
mean
but
he been making bad decisions for a while.
nah, that was a,
He went to
that, that
Rutgers because of Dylan
Hey,
Harper, I thought.
that was a good
Go ahead,
decision.
Red.
Disrespect team
This
always.
nigga turned
Ron
dirty taking
Harper was
jabs.
at
This nigga
Rutgers.
just taking jabs. But listen, bro, that's what I'm
Go ahead,
saying.
Red.
So if me and you from the city or from the hood, right? And then we got somebody to put us in a situation that's better for us, to better our situation
Yeah.
and get our platform bigger. If this nigga been right my whole entire existence for this point, I'm still gonna kind of trust him at this point because you got kids that have made it to that point. So I think right now is a situation of loyalty, and he not understanding the business because he's still young, bro. Like, ain't none
Yeah.
of us been
I
in this
agree.
situation where we top five, none of that shit. So he the
Especially
first
not
from
from
the city for
Chattanooga,
the
man.
real. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
especially.
Outside of Ryan and him, they the first two to make it that high. The difference between
Yeah.
him and Ryan is Ryan had a uncle in Mark Smith that he played college ball, overseas that
Mm,
got his head together. He can stir shit. He can talk. They got a relationship like that. She got big people that
okay.
that do what she's supposed to do. I'm not saying Ace doesn't
That's
have a good
good.
support system because he does have a good support system. It's just you've been riding with this dude for so long and he's not steered you wrong. It's like
Yeah.
loyalty, bro.
I say this, Red. So y'all know with us podcasting now, I got sources now. So I can't give up my sources. So I got inside sources now that gave me the
That's
scoop
crazy.
on some stuff, man. So now what I'm hearing from my sources is that they're looking to I like saying that, man. I love this shit, man. I love doing this shit, y'all. I'm gonna do this shit forever, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they was talking about how he said, well, part of the reason for some of these missteps is not actually that they're missteps. They're just trying to go about something a little bit more calculated in the fact that they don't necessarily want him to go to the Sixers. They think that he falls better. He may fare better playing for the Wizards. They think that he has a better chance to become a star and play with the Wizards. Now, again, let me say, I gave him some pushback. Hear me out. I did say, hey, man, when the last time the Wizards made a star? Let's be clear. The Wizards
But
front office is not the place to be like, hey, we're gonna get
I'm
you
with
right and
y'all.
get you the structure that you
I,
need. So
Please.
go ahead.
but I was gonna say,
I'll leave it open because I
I
got
was gonna
more.
say
But go
I'm
ahead.
with y'all, and my shit real quick. It's kind of the same reason with the Ruckers. You want the ball. You want the ball. You want to be able to play. You want to star. It's like you want to put the numbers up. I think y'all niggas looking at it for winning. He looking at he just trying to be a star and get paid
No.
first.
We're not looking at it from winning.
No,
No.
no,
I'm not saying
I'm talking
winning.
about these two niggas. I know what they finna say.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
go
got
ahead.
you. Okay, I got you. Go
Can I
ahead,
go real quick? Can I
Oh, go
go
ahead,
real
Derek. Go
quick?
ahead, Derek.
Go ahead, Derek. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Go ahead.
hey, whoever is advising bruh to play for Rutgers and the Wizards need to be fired. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't care about being a star or none of that. Nobody
Mm.
cares
So
about
I guess.
Rutgers and nobody cares about the Wizards. He
let
went to
me.
Rutgers, we still ain't care.
Hey,
He go to the Wizards,
You
Jordan
going
Hold on.
Poole
mid?
not gonna care. Jordan
Let
Poole
I ain't
Ted
not
go.
gonna
gonna
Let
care.
Ted
care.
go.
Go ahead,
Jordan
Ted.
Poole's
Let Ted.
not
Hold on, Red.
passing the
Hold on, let
ball
Ted
to
go.
Ace
I can say
Bailey.
that.
Hey,
Jordan
let
Poole's
me
not
say
passing
something
the
at the
ball to him.
Mets.
so my only point, I agree with what you're saying there, but if you think trying to get the bag, he's gonna get a bigger bag if he becomes that max player
Thank
on
you.
the Wizards than more likely Maxi
What
and
what what
like he's not gonna
what
get
The
it.
Sixers got a lot of
It's not
people, man.
likely. Is the Sixers got a lot of people if they're healthy. If they're healthy,
they're
Okay.
now they're
not.
probably
They're
not gonna
not
be
gonna be
healthy. They're
healthy.
not gonna be
Paul George,
healthy.
he could fall right
So
into the poor Paul George slot. Paul George is
I'm not,
gone soon.
they
Hold on,
got
y'all.
No, I'm
Go ahead.
Besides Paul George, they got Quentin Grimes. Quentin
Hey,
Grimes was
let
averaging
Taylor
like
is it.
35. My
But
bad.
Let
Go ahead,
hey,
Zell. Go ahead.
I
Go
feel
Zell.
like
the
all
Wizards.
this. I feel like all this is basically just going back to the AAU culture. It's like a lot of people they just want to be the man on their teams, and they're not really getting the chance
That's
to be
fine.
around winning culture because it's like
it.
I'm the best player and I
Yeah.
don't know how to win. So how am I gonna win?
And this is what I
Just
want to
go.
Okay.
say to
Just go
Derek real quick. Hold
let
on.
me be
This is
the
what I
let
want.
me be the
Okay.
star player.
I just
Basically,
want
Hold
to say
on,
this to
Red.
Derek real.
Let
Oh,
Ted go, Red.
okay.
Let
Oh,
Ted go,
go ahead,
Red.
Ted. You didn't put his head
Ted
down.
got
Go
some.
ahead.
You Red? Okay. Oh, go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red. What you
No,
say,
go
bro?
ahead, Ted.
Go ahead,
No,
Red.
go ahead. I thought you. No, you
Because
can say that. Go ahead.
I got two main things. I'm listening to everybody, and this mixed how
This
I
good shit. I
feel.
love this. Good conversation. I love this
I
shit. Go
think,
ahead.
like you saying, like it's more or less like you want to reevaluate and you looking at Philly situation or Washington situations. I think it's more a little bit more subconscious thing, and I think that he's looking over to the left and he's saying, "Damn, Dylan Harper having a crazy camp. His workouts looking good." And it's always been an internal competition. It doesn't matter if that's your homeboy or that was your prior teammate. You consciously want to either be better or have more stock, have a bigger bag. You think about that. It doesn't matter about, oh, that's my partner, that's my homeboy. Because at the end of the day, when you sign in that contract, you want the biggest money, you want the best situation, X, Y, and Z. And then you go to Washington, right? Y'all was talking about Washington. Cool. It hasn't had a solidified star since John Wall 13 years ago. And then you ask yourself this follow-up question. Do y'all, regardless of, I'm not talking about potential, I'm talking about longevity, all that. Is he better than Sar? You talking about you want to go somewhere to a position to be the best player. Do you come on to Washington and you telling me to my face that you think that he's better than Sar, especially the latter part of the season when Sar actually was polishing and doing what he was doing and beating the Nuggets? Come on, EJ, we was there. When we was there when he was beating the shit out of Denver Nuggets by himself, going crazy, 30 clips, 30 clips, 30 clips. So you got to ask yourself them particular questions. So you want to dodge Philly because Philly has been a terrible franchise in regards of decision making, but Washington is no better. So now I
I,
think that you're
yeah.
you're giving somebody the opportunity to end up having a good career because if you put Jeremiah Fears where Paul George and Jerry McCain, you put him in over there and him make him a lottery pick and you move him up because everybody else wants to go down for whatever situation, you setting somebody up for greatness. And it ain't you.
The Sixers got a lot of guys though, man. Y'all forget we got to remember Jared
They
McCain
do. They got a lot of
also is
dudes.
coming. They got a lot.
They
Jordan, they got
guards.
at least
They
5 guys that can
guards.
get 30.
But
So they
I
got
want
Jared
to.
McCain, Maxey, Quentin Grimes,
Uh
Paul
huh.
George. How you
You
feel
got to
about Paul?
feel the same
And
way about
Joel
the
Embiid.
Spurs. You got to feel the same way about the
They
So
Spurs then.
guards.
so
Huh?
I had a question for
Let Red go.
Mitchell.
Red, what you about to say, Red?
No, I had a question for Dirk. 'Cause Dirk was like,
Okay.
"Why would you go to Rutgers or why would you go to these places if you this or that?"
It's
Right?
it's.
I'm asking you. So if you got your son, right?
Mhm.
Aren't you gonna send your son to the school that's best for him and not a school that you like? Cause for him to
Yeah,
even get off,
I
cause you gotta
am.
think. Cause I want y'all to think about this. He is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. At the end of the day,
Okay.
we don't
Okay.
we. It's not often that we get big schools or big shit like that. So he's going to where he can be a star and put his numbers up to put him in a position to even be in this conversation that we having
To be a
today.
lottery pick, right? To be a
So
lottery
what I'm
pick.
saying, what I'm saying is, if I
I
go
know.
play with a UK or I go play with a North Carolina, I might fall to the wayside because we had niggas like. I'm just saying, hold on.
Mm-mm.
We had niggas like Kevin Love and all those guys that went to those schools and they did what? They're not even draft picks no more. You have to go where the school gonna showcase you at. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You
What
got to
I'm
go where you're gonna be
saying
showcased
is,
at.
What you
what
gonna say,
I'm
Dirk?
saying.
Go ahead.
I'm saying that Ace was good enough coming out of high school. He got a lot of talent that wherever he went, he was going to get showcased. What I'm saying is, what all the things that I've heard about Ace game is he take bad shots, he's immature, blah blah blah.
It was.
Nothing about the Wizards.
I ain't talking about the Wizards. I
And
was talking
That's
about
gonna
the
help
college
him
shit
change.
with you.
Yeah,
But I
I
get
what
you.
got
No, I
no,
you.
was
but
with you
what
with the
that's
college
what I'm
shit. Yeah.
saying. I'm saying from
I
an
got you.
aspect of it biasing Ace Bailey, because y'all talking about putting him in a situation to be a star. He ain't gonna never be a star if he don't learn how to play basketball the right way. And going
But
to Rutgers did
Yep.
push them back because he just doing whatever he want because
man,
it's Rutgers. It
I
didn't
kind of.
translate into no winning. They
I'm
were
with you.
irrelevant. They were
I'm with you.
irrelevant. They didn't even make the tournament.
But I
It's
Terrible.
kind of
60.
Mm.
I kind of
You
disagree
got
with you
two.
on the stop part though, because it's like now, just think about the age we in. If you got a nice highlight tape, where you got a nice buckets, you got a lot of buckets. Perception wise, the fans gonna make you a superstar anyway. Or the media, if you just killing, you can be killing on a losing team, and they gonna talk about you depending on who you are and your name. That's all I'm
They
saying.
don't talk. But they're not gonna talk about the Wizards.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bad
That
decision. I,
and
I
then the
feel
I'm
other
like
not.
part with the go ahead, Zell.
nah.
And
Go ahead,
I
Zell.
feel like when you think about Ace Bailey, you think about Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, he got the blessed blueprint. Blueprint to even look at with his brother being in the league and his pops winning the championship in the league. So he
So
got
this,
all. He know how to win. He gonna know how what to do, what not to do. He know.
he going to
I
the
feel
Spurs,
like
he fine.
he need to
listen,
be
listen.
paying
But he,
attention to what Dylan Harper's doing and not being like, nah, I don't want to be
but
like him.
but even
Like it's
going,
more so
That's
like
not
but
he
true
even,
need
because
to.
but
they didn't win at
but he,
Rutgers, so that don't
they
that
Yeah,
didn't
winning
win at
shit doesn't
Rutgers.
matter.
now they
Exactly,
didn't
They-
sit on
exactly,
record, but
Mitch.
I feel like you need to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? You need to like really look at what's going on right now
Nobody
because
should
you
have went
trying.
to Rutgers.
Yeah,
I'm
And
Rutgers is a
for
sorry.
one,
bad
hold on.
decision,
And
I'm
I'm
bro.
gonna say
sorry.
this:
I'm sorry. That's crazy to me.
far as Ace going to Rutgers, that was part of a package deal. It didn't have nothing to do with Dylan. It was before that Jamaica went. That's another city guy.
But to be
So,
2-star players and be trash, that's crazy.
but what I'm saying is, bro, y'all keep talking about this Rutgers. When he talk about this Rutgers shit, you gotta go. You're
Mhm.
gonna be showcased. We talk about Dylan Harper in the positive light, but then
Bro,
we
but
shitting
I'm
on Ace.
saying
Hold on, wait, hold
you
on. We
saying
talking
that
about, but hold on. We just talked about Dylan Harper in a good light, right? Because he went to the same school. He didn't win shit neither. He's going to the Spurs. What I'm saying is, even with
he
him going to the
working out.
Spurs, we didn't even talked about the workout shit. We didn't get to that. We was
But
talking
I
about
think that's what
we
I
was having a
read. I
specific
think that's why
conversation.
he said. I think
Bailey,
it's
Go ahead.
all he, even though he's not
All
saying that.
my
That's a part of his
that's the
conversation.
part
Is
of
that
that's my point.
the
I'm really
advisor?
saying all this to say the advisement of all of this is wrong, Red. I'm saying
yeah,
Okay.
let's work out.
that why are you not working out? You didn't do enough to be not working out for nobody. You went to
Uh,
Rutgers and
The
you and
grass in a
Dylan
few
Harper
days.
lost at
listen,
Rutgers. We
and
good. Dylan Harper is working out. Dylan
mhm.
Harper is going to interviews. We ain't heard nobody say Dylan Harper don't want to play for this team or that team. Like, but you don't got no clout. You haven't done enough to be saying which team you want to go to. And you tanking to go to the Wizards, which makes
Listen,
me think
Crazy,
like
crazy.
this advisement is crazy.
I
There's
agree.
nothing about the Wizards that said we good at developing young talent.
Yeah, I agree on
They-
the advisement part and it being
That's hey,
crazy.
right.
I agree on the advisement part and it being crazy. I'm not disagreeing with that. All I'm saying is he might want to go somewhere in a situation where he can get a quicker bag. Because if
It
he
could be
averages
just
point,
money.
I'm
Okay,
just saying it could just be money.
Hey,
That's all I'm
what it
saying.
that's
Because
true.
we looking
Hey,
at
hey,
Dylan
I'm
oh,
not
Harper,
mad at it.
you get more bag if
but
you get drafted higher.
you do. But hold on. So hold on.
I
For
ain't mad.
example, so
Hey,
you do get a
go ahead,
bigger
Rick.
bag if you get drafted higher. But if you get like we'll just say Gilbert Arenas, if you get that contract, you're able to move up faster. Because
Yeah,
your contract expired fast. So I'm saying it depends on how you look at it, dog. And with Dylan
Yeah,
Harper, Dylan Harper probably gonna go. He goes to Spurs, right? For his trans
probably.
from we looking
he
at.
should.
Tracking
Well,
wise,
I
yeah.
don't know,
What
man. The
rec? What?
Spurs
projection,
is, but yeah,
projection.
Red, yeah,
But I'm saying,
maybe,
but
maybe.
even if he go to the Spurs, right? He got three other people he's not gonna really play. I think Ace is going where he can play. That's what a lot of kids we
Dylan
looking
gonna
at.
play.
We looking at it from who you gonna play over? He gonna play
Yeah,
over
he ain't
De'Aaron
They
gonna
gonna
play.
play
Fox.
three guards.
He gonna play over De'Aaron
I
Fox.
think they're gonna run.
They're gonna
They
play
gonna. I think they're gonna
Fox.
run
They're
all
gonna
three
play
of them.
Fox, Harper, and Castle. They're
Castle.
gonna run all three of them.
They
It,
might
it
run
depends.
all
It
three,
depends
but
on what
Y'all
the
niggas,
trades.
y'all niggas playing 2K.
If
If
they
that
make
nigga not
I
trades
playing
and
think
stuff,
Base
some of the
4K,
Bailey
players
may
might
be
I'm
not be
telling
there.
you,
I agree.
they're
But
not
no, that's what
drafting
they
him at
said though,
two.
Red.
They're
That
not
was the
drafting him
reports.
at. They're not drafting him at two to not play him.
That's not true because people
hey,
got drafted
didn't
high
the white
last year and didn't play.
didn't the white boy just was
Who?
when he number four for the when
Reed
he number
Shepard.
four for the when he
Reed
number
Shepard
four
didn't
in the
play at
draft
all.
and he ain't played all year.
Number 3, or something
Talking
like
about
that.
So I'm
Reed
just saying,
Shepard,
yes, I'm
Reed.
just saying he was the number
he was
four. He
hurt.
got picked very high. He still wasn't gonna play.
I
He was
That's
mean,
all
hurt
I'm
though.
saying.
Hey, Ted, hold on. Let Red. Let Ted. What Ted? You had something to say? You
Dylan
jumped
Harper's
in.
No,
What you
it's
about to
going.
just
say?
was a
Dylan Harper
question though
playing.
because like if like I don't know. I don't even know if the word is tanking, but I'm saying though, you putting yourself in a position like Dirk was saying that you're denying interviews, you're not doing workouts on X, Y, Z, and I get it that you are lottery pick talent, and then Red, you're saying that it's a speculation that it's money, right? So if that's
Hmm.
the case, then you want to put yourself in a position to go to Washington. What if
Hmm.
Washington don't even pick you and you tank outside of the lottery pick, draft picks or whatever the case may be? You go into a situation where you kind of go middle of the pack first round. You go to a team that actually doesn't need you right now, and you don't even get the burn. And then you end up like Imani Bates, or you end up like Brandon Boston, or you end up like the left-handed
or
kid
Sharif
Kenny
Cooper.
Lofton, or you end up like Sharif Cooper. So what I'm
Mhm.
saying is, you have the
Grand
lottery,
Valley Vipers.
you have the lottery pick talent. But if your attitude and the things that how you approach being like, you know what I'm saying, somebody that can actually invest in you moving forward, and you have this false entitlement, because like Durr said, you ain't even been there in regards of like actually feeling the way that you're supposed to feel to be able to negotiate where you gonna land at. And so let's say if they pull a Shador and everybody just passes on them, even though it may not be the smartest thing moving forward. And then your position where they say, well, the Browns is gonna pick them. The Browns, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Like, and then even then, like, it's just what I'm saying is, if you end up not going to where you even expect because of
Hmm.
how you've been acting like that, and you go into a franchise that does not need you immediately, then where's the money that you're looking for anyways? You're
I
not
get
gonna
what you're
get it.
saying. I get what you're
So
saying, but
so
It's a
that's what I'm
risky.
saying.
I think
If
there's a
money is
risk. It's
my
just risky.
motive, if money is
Yeah.
my motive, I'm gonna go to wherever I need to go hoop and do it regardless. Because this
I think it,
opportunity to get to the NBA is so minuscule and so small. Why don't you take advantage of the opportunity for what it comes? Because I done seen so many stars that have his caliber in the last 15 years
hmm
that are just part of the
Just
history
fade
books. Like,
away.
damn, he's the best could have been dude. Because like you were saying, the media and all the fans in the
Mhm.
community build you up to a certain thing. They did the same thing with Dior. They did the same thing with Mikey. Now they playing that UCF and nobody care about him.
hey, look, I get what
Yep.
y'all saying, but if you because you brought up Dion's son, right? A
Yeah.
case of where we could say somebody that he said he didn't do the wrong, like he said he did the right thing.
Okay.
He played it the right way and he still fell out the draft pick. So it really
Because he was
depends on whether they
denying
like you or
interviews
not.
and he was denying workouts.
It's like the
He
same situation though.
He,
But that's the
who
point I'm saying, Zell.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
He
I'm
was
saying. It's the
denying
same.
interviews.
Yeah,
He was denying workouts, and he said, "Why do I got to throw at the combine? Y'all see me throw all year.
but can
What?
I ask you hold on, let me ask you a question though. Is
What the
that
fuck?
hey,
my question
hey,
hold on,
but Ted, I
but my
can say
question
that
is
Cam Ward didn't throw
No,
either.
Ray, go ahead.
Cam,
I
Cam
can't.
Ward didn't throw.
uh, 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 uh,
Huh?
I guess
yeah,
this is my
Cam.
question. I guess this is my question. Is it even with the Shador shit? Is it only the black players that are is that black player shit or just that's white and black? I'm just asking.
Are you
Just do
saying
the
that is it
interview.
only happened to black players that the?
What I'm asking is, black players have to walk a fine line and be perfect, or whatever else.
You know that.
I will say that I will say, yeah, the tolerance in regards to that for them
Yeah.
to
You
pre-label
know
you or
that.
XYZ, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Black
Cause
star players have
Unfortunately,
a
yeah.
lot less of a
Yeah,
opportunity
you
of
know
error.
that.
no, but I'm only asking because when y'all said Shador, I'm just saying he did the same thing that the Manning did.
But
What's the other
I
boy?
only based
Oh
it off
no,
of
yeah.
off of who?
See, that's the problem. See, that's the
What's up?
Eli.
problem right there. Go, Mitch. Go, Mitch. Mitch. The draft
Uh,
too
What's up?
deep for Ace Bailey to be
What's up,
playing
dog?
around like this. The
Facts.
draft too deep for Ace Bailey to be playing like this. That's all I'm saying. It's too deep
Hey,
for
Ain't mad at.
this.
I ain't
Listen, I
arguing with
hope. No, I
I think
just
they
I
be
Mitch,
playing
listen. I
around
hope.
like
let
that.
Mitch go. Mitch is
Oh, Mitch, you
ill.
had. Mitch, I ain't know. Go ahead.
no, like I feel what y'all saying, but he ain't the first person to do this. So
I
there's
know
been
what I was
players.
saying, Mitch.
So
Yeah.
so let he's not the consensus number one pick. But say he was, and he said this, would it be wrong?
Who? Ace Bailey?
Yeah, if Ace Bailey was Cooper Flag, he's like, yeah, I'm not taking any
But throughout
interviews.
the
We'll never
season, he
pick
was
Yeah.
me.
considered to be number one too. They said they felt like he deserved to
It
be
was
number
some
one,
genuine conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
No,
was
and
some
I'm
they
not
genuine
even.
if he had,
genuinely
conversation.
was
if
like,
he,
yo, they might take him number one. This is
no,
before
Mitch,
all the
you're right
BS.
though. if he had a
Like
season like Cooper Flag did, yeah, he can do it. He can do whatever he
he
want
can do
with it.
whatever he wants. Okay. So
Hey,
my only thing is like, hold on, Red. So like,
oh,
I
go
don't
ahead.
agree with
if
doing
it,
whatever you want. I think you should do the right thing and just do the interviews and the workouts. But
yeah, that's going with the norm. Like it's okay. Like
Yeah.
that's like saying as you
but
said about Cam Ward not throwing. They they wanted Lamar Jackson to run, and he's like, nigga, I don't. I'm a quarterback. I ain't got to run. I'm not doing the 40 times. And we still see what Lamar Jackson turned out to be. So you
yeah,
don't like now. Granted, like you said, it's not the smartest thing to do because
yeah,
you
I
got to
could
conform
argue.
to what you got to conform what they want you to do.
They gonna
But
blackball you.
yeah,
We seen
know,
this
say
happen.
because
They get you the fuck out of
But
here.
the performance is underwhelming, is what I'm saying, compared to how he coming at folks. Like Lamar can say, I'm not running because Lamar won the Heisman, and Lamar was unbelievable at Louisville. Cam Ward was going crazy at Miami. Whatever you want to
Shattering.
say about that.
Yeah.
Ace Bailey was
Hey,
at Rutgers. And
what's his stats?
what did he even do?
What's his stats? B?
Who's
Who's
that?
that,
We,
Jason?
we
His
didn't
shot
even watch
selection is
At,
him. We
at,
ain't even
at
see
crazy.
Rutgers.
nothing.
At Rutgers, what's his
I
stats?
got you.
Because I'm pretty sure he got
I
good
got you.
stats. They
You
might have
pretty
lost
sure?
Mitch. I'm
Field
pretty
goal
sure he got
percentage.
good stats, bro.
Field goal
We ain't
percentage.
talk,
But you
we
don't
listen.
know him because
What
he
what
ain't
It's
because
tough.
he was at
what
Rutgers.
Hey,
what's it?
it's
So
tough.
hold up.
17.6. He averaged 17.6, 7 rebounds, shooting 46% from the floor.
That's a good stat line. What the fuck are we
that's
talking
not
That's
about?
good.
pretty tough. That's pretty tough, fellas. I
That's
can't
What the
not
fuck
lie.
are
good.
we talking about? That's what I'm saying. He
That's the same
lost. He
thing
had a
as Cooper
bad
Flag, I
school,
believe.
but he got a good stat line. What are we
No,
talking about?
Cooper Flag was
Let
the
me see.
huh?
Cooper Flag, 19.7.5 rebounds, 4
Come
assists,
on, bro. This
28% from the floor.
It's
It's
not
two
off by
points.
much though. It's
There is
not
That
two
off
ain't
by
that
yeah,
much.
but
great.
he
points.
No, I
played
mean,
with
this
three
is-
other lottery picks. The dude played at Rutgers. He played at Duke. They
There,
was playing
there,
against
there,
everybody. They
there.
was playing
Once
against even
there, he
Rutgers
did.
played this year that was good.
There, he had Dylan Harper that didn't even average over 5 assists as a point guard. That's the scoring first point guard. What are we talking about?
look up Harper
He
Everything,
stats.
averaged
everything about
seven.
everything about
When y'all
Duke.
talk about percentages, Dylan Harper was at like 69% completion at the rim.
And
Like
listen,
he was meant to score.
What
Y'all
eight
talk about
shot from
oh,
three?
percentages.
wait. This is
EJ,
my argument.
what
He
eight
was
shot from
19.
three?
This is my
What eight
argument.
shot from three?
Listen, this is my argument with you, Dirk. You saying he didn't win and he didn't put these numbers up.
He
Cooper
didn't.
Flag got the same. Listen, Cooper Flag got the same numbers with a
Them
far
not the
less, but
same numbers.
2 points off,
34.6.
nigga. You
Huh?
added two. You arguing
34.6
two
is
points
what
off.
Yeah.
He averaged two more
eight,
points a game.
There's a
I
difference
Dylan
mean, the
between
Harper
numbers,
averaged
27 and
19,
30.
y'all.
the
Hey,
numbers
Huh?
are damn near
Dylan Harper
identical.
averaged 19. 19 and 4.
No, I was saying
19,
how
4 and 4,
Cooper. You
actually.
said Cooper averaged 19.
So he was
Ace
right
averaged
there.
17.
you got to think
Ace
about the
average
Yeah, and Dylan
17.
competition.
Harper
That's two
averaged
points,
Competition
19.
level
dog.
too.
19, 4 and 4.
And Ace Bailey shot 34.6% from three.
How about Harper?
Let me look at Harper.
So, like I said, the nigga averaged 19 with a nigga that wasn't even passing the ball. Dirk, what are we talking about? Everything
He
since
averaged
Duke went through Cooper.
Dylan
17.
Harper shot 33.3.
Everything about
Oh,
come
so
on, you
they
watch
broke.
Duke, but you watch Duke,
They
That's
right?
broke.
pretty
Yeah, they
trash.
broke.
Yeah.
You watch Duke, right? Did not
And he
everything
led the team in every
does
category.
does
The
did not
the
did it,
best team in college basketball. He led
bro,
them in,
bro.
and he's supposed to
Listen,
be in high
listen,
school
listen,
still.
listen.
He
You
can't.
can listen,
Ace
listen,
Bailey can't even
Yeah,
talk to Cooper Flag.
listen,
He
that's
can't
true.
even
listen.
speak
Hold
to
on, hold
him.
on, hold on. Don't do that, because Ace was busting cool fast and they played on the circuit. Don't do that. See,
What
that's what I'm saying.
circuit?
Mm.
When they play the AAU, don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
You
man,
talk,
that
you talk.
ain't man.
Hold on, because
You talking
you
about
can't
Hey,
get
today? You talking about today,
no,
Red?
hold on, no,
Don't
no.
bring up the
So
past, man.
Talk
Don't
to
bring
him.
up the past.
Talk to him, Red. Get
Zed,
it out, Red.
I want y'all niggas to pick a side and stick with it. What I'm
I
saying
don't
is,
want to hear
We
what he did in
are.
seventh,
listen,
seventh, eighth
listen, listen,
grade. No middle
listen, bro.
school, no high school.
I,
We
once
are.
again, he just said because he
Go ahead,
brought
Red.
up that he brought up he wasn't supposed to be in high school. What I'm saying is, if a nigga went to a school with a point guard that didn't give him the ball, but then you got another nigga that showcased on his offensive team, everything went through. What's the white boy named Cooper Flag? He also lost
Cooper
you. You know
Flag.
what I'm saying? So,
But everything went through him because he was the man. They
Yeah.
had they
oh my
had
god,
they had bets all over the team. We didn't even have a
damn,
true point guard. It,
Sam,
it,
you missing what I'm saying. Everything. If I come in the game and my coach said me to get the ball to Dirt, you are what? You're the focal point of the offense, right?
yeah,
If
I'm
my
him if I'm at Duke.
if my point guard is Dylan fucking Harper, who has an NBA dad, an NBA brother,
hmm
was the number one point guard of his class, that only averaged 4 assists. Yeah, your
hmm
stat line might be a little bit better than mine. He's not a point guard that's feeding you the ball.
Well now
He's
now
true.
well now well now it
Hey,
goes
Ace
back
has to go get
hey,
buckets.
now it goes back to what I had. Now that ties into
hey,
what I was saying with
yeah.
the advising. I don't want to hear about who Dylan Harper is because you chose to go play at Rutgers with Dylan Harper.
That was
Yeah,
that was his
niggas.
fault. That was his
Was
That's
it?
fault.
his problem.
Was
Yeah.
was
Red,
was it?
if you
Was
You
it?
wanted to
got you
go
got
Was
to
play
know
it?
who
with a
you
Was
point
playing
it?
with.
guard,
Was
That's
it?
your
Was it
perfect
not?
Chicago,
example.
Hold on. But far as
hold on.
numbers, was it not? Was it not smart? Because he still averaged a good enough
It's
shit to
not
get him in the
smart,
top five.
huh?
He still averaged enough to get him top five. What are y'all
And
talking
now
about?
I ain't
I'm
listen.
with you on that. I'm
It's
he
a
with
good
did
you on
not
that,
conversation,
Red.
man.
average
I like
on.
it. I
He
like
did
it.
not.
I'm listening. Good shit. Hey,
I
get it
say
off.
this: if he didn't have a point guard passing the ball, that makes more sense
So
for him
now
to
you
go
want to
some
go to
work
the
out.
Wizards.
You got to go
No,
some
I'm
work
saying
out to show what you can
what
do.
what
with no point
what.
guard.
Let me say this
Now
to
we
y'all.
going to the
Let me,
Wizards.
Jordan
So
Poole
why
hold
gonna
is
on.
average
Jordan
So
5 assists
Poole?
so
now because you
so
Why
there.
is Jordan
listen.
Poole average less
Let me
assists than Dylan
let,
Harper?
let me let me go back to Mitch's point though. Let me go back
But
to
he's
Mitch's
telling me
point.
he don't
Okay.
want to
Hold
win.
on.
That's what
Let me let me go.
Ace Bailey's telling me he don't want to win. He want to
Thank
go
you.
to the league, make some
90%.
money,
Hey,
show
90% of the
off,
NBA,
look good.
90% of the
That's
NBA
it.
don't win, guys. Let it just be
That's a
100.
fact.
90%, 90 of the NBA, 90 of
That's a
the
fact,
NBA,
Red.
90% of the
Hey,
NBA don't fucking win. So
your public image is your best image. At least
listen,
make
bro.
it seem like you want to
Listen,
Well,
bro.
win.
I don't
At
like niggas
least,
that don't
Listen.
want to try to
at
win
least make
now.
it seem that way.
You from
It don't
Atlanta.
make it seem that way.
You from Atlanta. You from Detroit. Y'all ain't won shit. I'm just saying, 90% of
What?
the NBA don't
What we
win.
talking about, man?
I'm
What?
giving you I'm making a point. Your team in Atlanta has not been a winning franchise. Your team in Detroit hasn't in years. What I'm saying is 90% of the NBA
They
doesn't win.
won.
Y'all, I said they haven't won in years. Listen to the whole thing. They ain't won since goddamn the bad boys.
2004.
What that got to do with
We won
Ace
one
Bailey?
2004.
He said 2004.
He getting
What I'm getting
personal, man. He getting personal
I'm
now.
not getting
What's up,
personal.
Red?
Oh
Y'all
no,
What's
he
up,
not. He
Red?
just
Let's
I
talk
hear it. I
about
hear
it.
you, Red. I hear you.
y'all keep talking about this winning shit, this perception shit. It does not matter. The point of the NBA is to get a fucking bag. If you not, if
Facts.
you not, if you not, if you not Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, any of them niggas on teams and situations, fuck a championship. You're not gonna get it. This was an anomaly.
Red, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying you have to make it look good. You're making it seem
He
like
Bro,
you
said
just want
No,
some
perception.
no,
money.
hold on.
Zell saying perception.
But
I hear
my
you, Zell.
Yeah.
my argument is to what Mitch said. Why do
don't
we
worry
gotta
about it.
walk? Why do we gotta walk the way you want us to walk? It don't always, the bad guys sometimes get represented in the end. They win sometimes on the
You
outside.
right.
You don't have to walk the fine
Listen,
line. I think we so used to being.
y'all
Hold
ain't
on.
wrong.
But
I
think
think we so
about
used.
this though.
I think
A old white man owning these teams don't want to get somebody who just want the money. They want somebody who want to win. That's the whole point of bringing
my
them
thing.
on
My
your team.
and my thing is to what Mitch said. Why do we gotta cater to an old white man if that's not
Because
who
they
I
own the
am?
That's what it
league.
is.
They
Listen to
That's
own the
what it is.
league.
That's
They
what
okay.
it
own
is.
it.
You ain't wrong.
And
You got
what I'm
it.
what
You
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, even with
if you
that, even with you having a fucked up image, if your talent is good enough, they still will pick you.
You won't
They
be
we
there
still
not
will
worried
long.
pick
about him
you.
getting
You
we
won't
not
you
worried
won't be
about
there
him
long
getting
though.
picked. We not worried
Hey,
about him getting picked. We
they
worried
got a
What
league
about
in
I know.
we
Africa you can
talking
go
about
to.
getting the bag.
You
I think
won't be there long.
we
He
talking
won't
about
be
two
there
different things.
long.
So
He
who's to say
won't
he
be
won't
there
get a
I
long.
say
bag?
this. Red,
Huh?
red, red.
He
Y'all, I
ain't gonna
feel
get a
like
bag
this.
if he stay like this.
Y'all fighting. We fight. We the conversation has went to a bigger conversation of, hey, black people got to walk a fine line to get
It's
Yeah, like
basketball.
yeah.
whatever, right?
Everybody
And that's
black.
essentially that. But I'm just saying from a when we talking about perception and shit.
Yeah.
We moving the conversation to something that we really can't we can't
Can't
control
judge.
that though. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like I agree, Red. I agree that sometimes you want to be you, but I also understand that being
I get
you
it. Yeah,
is enough reason for them not to fuck with you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get
So it's
that.
kind of like we talk about a conversation that I feel like we can't we there's nothing that we can resolve. You feel? So, but hold
What is
on, let me
his?
say this because I go ahead to finish it, Dirk.
No,
Close
no,
this
no.
out, man.
I
Because
was
we ain't
just
even
trying to
talked
figure.
about the
All right.
finals, man.
My
We can go
bad.
for an
My
hour and a
bad.
half.
My
You
bad. My
good? Go
bad. Go
on.
ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
just don't
I'm on the
understand.
headset.
I don't understand. I just don't understand the mindset of uh. Okay, I'm trying to go get a bag, but I'm not gonna do none of the stuff that translates into getting a bag. I'm gonna do this my way, and it's like, bro, that ain't when that work.
Hey,
We
dog.
don't
When does
Some of
know,
this
that
shit.
work?
and that's what
I'm
Red said. We
I'm,
don't
I'm
know.
saying it.
He trying different.
Some of this shit that
But
y'all
don't.
be talking about. Hold on, listen. Some of the shit y'all be talking about these workouts and shit. That matters to us in the perception. A lot of these deals and these big time deals and shit, they done off the court. So he might already have a pick locked in. We talking about some shit we don't know because they putting it out there to fuck his image up. But what I'm saying is he might already have some shit under reps. Like the deals we talk about on this shit, it don't get done on this podcast while people are viewing. They get done when people
Bro,
ain't
just
watching.
work. All I'm
That's
saying is,
fair.
Red, just work out, bro. I mean,
Let's
you a
work out.
basketball
I ain't
player.
mad
You
at
want
it.
to be a basket. You want to be a
Yeah.
pro basketball player in the NBA, bro. Go work out, bro.
Just
This
do
is my
Y'all ain't
last.
one. Just do
just
This,
one
everyone
workout.
work
this,
One
out, my
workout.
nigga. Like
this
Cooper
is my last
Flag,
question. This is my last question to
everybody
y'all.
working out.
This is my
Why
last
you don't
question
want
to
to
y'all.
work out?
This is my
Because if
last
you
question
talk
to y'all.
about you want to win it, you don't want to do interviews now, but you want to win. When you
So
win, they're
so
gonna interview you
You
every
came from
day.
a came from a losing culture I don't know if you can know how to win. So it's just like I need to see
I,
something.
wa-
You
I
know what I'm
want I want to
talking
say
about?
I want to say this to y'all. Sometimes
That's
it's
just
best to have
irrelevant, bro.
sometimes yeah, they keep talking about the losing coaches shit.
That's
Sometimes it's
just
best to have
irrelevant.
sometimes it's less to have less tape on you, right? We can go all the way back. Niggas that got a lot of tape usually don't get fucking drafted because there's so much they done seen so much.
All right,
Less
I got a
tape
perfect.
sometimes. Hold up,
All
hold up, hold up, hold up.
right,
If you seen me play, you seen my resume. If I give you my resume, you seen me play. You
Haven't.
already you project nigga, you projected me before the draft even came up, so you definitely seen my resume. So my point is, why do I gotta come in here and jump and do this fucking slave auction in front of y'all? Essentially what the football shit is. Why do I gotta jump for you?
See, and that's why I said. That's why I said I knew he was going.
all right,
That's what I was talking about.
That's
We going
great.
too far right. I
all
know it
right.
because I
No,
know, and
I'm
that's
with,
why.
I'm
but it's
with
the
you,
truth.
Red. I'm with you.
I
It's
hear
not a
you, but that's
slave
what I'm
auction if
saying.
I'm
We
giving you
Yes, it
$12
is,
million,
bro.
bro. What are
Bro,
y'all
but it
talking
but
about?
but it is, bro. Just because you're getting paid don't mean you still not getting treated like a puppet. What are you talking about?
The white dude right next to you doing it. Why are you saying
He
it's a?
is. He is, but the white dude ain't gotta do the same shit that I gotta do. That's what I'm telling you. Cooper can go work out for
He
one or
not
two
doing
teams.
the.
Listen, all right, go ahead. Go ahead. You right.
He
You
not
right.
doing nothing that he's not doing. They not asking him to do nothing extra, bro.
You you
You
you know
just
you know you know what the number one and two picks do when they go to workouts. I want to ask you because I watch a lot of this shit. Darius Miles
what?
didn't touch a basketball court. He went to a fucking workout. They talked off the
Okay,
court. They went to dinner. He's not
He
doing
got to
fucking
talk.
workouts.
He
He's
got
just
to
showing
meet
up to
with the
go to
teams. He's not
meetings.
meeting with the teams though.
he's not
Yep.
doing that either.
What?
He
Hold on.
got to at
Hold.
least
Listen. Don't.
talk to somebody.
So if we went to court, right? Don't you got a lawyer? You got a lawyer, right? If you got a lawyer, you don't even
yeah.
have to go in the courtroom. So my agent is doing my talking. So what are y'all talking about? What's the point of my agent if I gotta go talk when you're
What
my
I'm talking about
representative?
is if you saying you want a bag from me and you can't even show up to talk.
Dog, you gonna talk to my agent regardless if I'm there or not to give
I
me a
don't want to
bag.
pay
So
your
what are y'all
agent.
talking
I want
about?
to
You
pay
pay,
you.
Dirt. You pay my
Your
agent anyway,
agent don't.
Dirt.
Your
Dirt, you pay
agent
my
don't play
agent
for
anyway,
me.
Dirt. Who
Your
gets the
agent don't
contract?
play
All
for me,
right.
Who
bro.
who gets you your contract, EJ? The agent or the player? Does the agent not go in there and do your contract?
I'm drafting the
Yeah,
player,
that's a
not the
fact.
agent though.
Thank
Listen to
you.
what I'm saying.
You get
So why
both.
does your agent go get your contract before you get a name, before you go representative list? Do your agent not go get your contract and compensate for you? Yes.
Yes.
He does.
Yes. So what the fuck are we talking about? His agent might be in those rooms. He don't have to.
He
That's fair.
okay.
Hey,
I'm not
look, man,
saying he
y'all
got
niggas talk
to.
about y'all.
I'm not saying he got to.
Y'all
He can do
going in
whatever he want.
circles.
He can do whatever
Y'all
he want.
going in circles,
Good
man.
luck.
Come on, man. Let's
Good
go.
luck,
Because
Ace.
Red gotta go. Red gotta
No,
go,
I'm
man. Let's
good.
go
We
NBA
talking. I'm
Finals,
straight.
man.
That's
Are you good? Oh, let's go NBA Finals, man. Game 7, man. Game 7. That was
Paces.
hey,
good. Oh, first, I want to say
hey,
that was a
I
good
let
got a
conversation.
let
dip.
Dirk
I gotta
talk.
Yeah, that
Let
was good.
apologize.
Dirk got started off. Dirk got started
Yeah, I
Go
off.
gotta
ahead.
start this off, man. Hey, man, I gotta
NBA Finals Game
apologize.
7.
I
Yeah,
gotta
go ahead, Dirk.
apologize
Talk
to
to me.
Zell, man. I thought he was absolutely insane when he
He
said the Pacers
was.
in 7.
He
I
was.
thought
He
it was
was.
absolutely one of the craziest takes. And
Here we are.
now
Here we are. Here we are,
here
guys.
we are, man. And
Tonight.
I don't know what's about to happen, bro. I'm shook up. I don't know what
I
the
don't
Pacers
know.
just did.
I'm gonna
I
get with y'all,
don't
boys.
know.
All right, Ted.
I
All right.
did.
I
All
don't
right,
know
Ted.
what happened. But Zell might have been right. That's
Man,
all I'm gonna
Zell,
say.
he was throwing. Man, he didn't
Nah.
believe that shit when he
He
said
What's
that,
up,
throwing
Mitch?
dog.
noodles
What's
at
up,
the
Mitch? What you
wall. He
got?
was doing
Yeah, hell
What's
yeah.
up?
he
What's
He
throwing
did
up?
not. He did not believe that shit, dog.
Well,
Because
even
Zell,
saying that,
Zell, if you, in your honest opinion, for it to go Game 7, everything that transpires, this is how you thought it would get to a Game 7?
Honestly,
he
no,
did.
I didn't.
Exactly.
I,
So
I
this
knew
is
it'd be a
this is
game
not what he
seven.
thought it was gonna be.
Hey,
I knew it'd be
I
a
was with
game
Zell though.
seven.
I said Zevin was Zell though. I went with Pacers too.
You did. You did.
I thought it
But
would
you
be
oh,
a
was
I
just
ain't
home
being
hear
a
court
Red
hater,
say
though.
advantage
that.
Zell
though.
believed it.
I thought
Red
it'd
was
be a
being a
home court
hater.
advantage though. I thought the Pacers would win all their games at home, even though they kind of pretty much did except for one. But I thought it'd be like home court in that game 7 would basically be like
Mhm.
a little toss up type of thing. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I would say this about Zell too. He ain't gotta know it all the way down to the nooks and the crannies and the details. What he said was Pacers in 7, and
He
here
That's
we
what
said
he
are.
it.
said.
That was the
He
That's what he
answer.
said it.
said.
That's
That's
what
what
he
he
got.
He
said.
said it. He
So
said it.
how
And
y'all feeling, man? Look,
you can't be mad because it's true, man.
I
You
got
can't be
I
I
got
mad.
the
don't
Pacers
know.
tonight, bro.
You
I
can't be
got the
mad.
okay,
Pacers
so
tonight.
Oh,
The
who
only
you
reason
got?
I
Who you
got them.
got?
Go ahead.
I still
Go
got.
ahead,
I
Red.
still
Go ahead.
got.
Finish your
yeah.
statement, Red.
Okay.
No. I just said the only reason I got the Pacers is because like the way that they beat the Thunder, I think they gonna have that confidence. And teams like that or niggas that you know ain't better than you, and you give them that confidence, it's different.
Yeah.
It's
It's
different.
different,
Yeah.
bro. It make a
Yeah,
difference.
Mitch,
I'm taking
Mitch, you know me.
OKC. Just hopefully the role players play, dog. Because that's what it boils down to in the series, bro. Like
Bro,
if
they got
Caruso don't give you 15, like the role players. The
Yeah.
craziest part in that is I didn't watch most of that game because there was no reason to watch it. But Case and
Yeah, once
Wallace
it
was
got
all
to
the no, once all the starters got up the court, and it was just Case and Wallace up there. He acted like he should be on the court and started.
He
I
was
was like,
hooping.
damn, this nigga went to the
He was
cup like
hooping.
he was a number. I was like, nigga, do
Casey
this
soon
when
as
Wallace
the
you.
game
nice.
was over.
Feel like a wild,
I
feel like a wildcat again.
was like, damn, but yeah, I got okay. I'm
Well,
not. I'm not confident in it
he
though. I'm not confident.
hey Mitch, you know why? He finally said, "Stay out the game. I can
Yeah,
go
it's
get mine."
facts. It's
I
facts.
can go get mine.
I'm so
It's time
tired
to
of standing
shine.
in this corner watching them do that ISO ball. Listen, Shea
Yeah,
got to get off the ball early. He got to get off the ball. They keep sending the double on him on the backside, and he ain't ready for it. And he just throwing the ball, and
he do, but he
they,
is a terrible passer. Can we all agree on that? That
yeah,
nigga's
he's
a
not
bad
used to
passer,
doing it.
bro.
He's not used to doing it very much.
They
They
turnovers.
got to
But
shoot. They got to shoot better, bro. I know they're not a good
Yeah,
shooting team. They got
it's
to hit some
bad.
open shots,
They was
and they
like
got to
1 for
get back to playing
16.
defense, bro. They look like they was asleep after,
That
like they
last
went up
Trash
drive,
defensively.
10-2. They
Yeah.
went up
Trash.
10-2, and then it was like, all right, guess we gonna just like, bro, y'all in Indiana, like they not gonna go away,
It looked like
and
they laid down though. It
they
did like
just,
they laid
I got
down.
a,
they
they
did.
did. I got a statement that I want to say. Okay, when TJ McConnell gets in the game, we need a quarterback
Bruh.
spy on wherever the fuck TJ McConnell is.
Bruh.
Okay,
They
let's
do
stop
not guard
playing.
him, bro.
the most
Hey,
No,
Guard
they
him
do
like
though.
any
I'm
other
talking about
player,
when
dog.
TJ's playing
They
defense. I'm
can't.
talking about,
They
hey
can't do
man, if
nothing with
TJ
TJ.
the
I'm
most
if
saying they
TJ
can't
is
do
Nah.
right
nothing with
here,
TJ.
I got 2 points to this, y'all. First off, Lou Dort, you're checking TJ McConnell.
For
Let's
sure.
go ahead and rough him up.
Yes.
You're guarding TJ McConnell.
hey,
They
Second
got
for
off,
to.
real.
hey man, if TJ McConnell is we inbounding the ball, right? If he's playing defense, don't throw it to where the fuck he at. Okay, he is Richard Sherman, he's Ty Law, he's
He's
fucking Champ
crazy.
Bailey.
Hey, for
Stop
real.
fucking
Yeah.
throwing the ball where he at. Move
He
out the
stole an
like,
inbound off
He
the
did.
jump,
He
like
did.
in
bro.
front of the takeout guy.
Catch it
Like, how
inbound.
Bro,
Catch
did
it
you even
inbound.
steal
listen.
that?
Hey, but
Quarterback,
if you put
wherever he is, I need everybody on the court to say, there's TJ McConnell. He is right there. I need somebody to
Yeah,
point at this nigga and not throw the ball that way. Because
straight
for
up.
some reason, the I keep going back to this, y'all. The fucking Thunder are just too fucking calm, bro. They like, oh yeah, you know, these
Yeah, they say even
lackadaisical ass
kill,
passes.
dog.
That is too listen, bro. I need
Yeah,
some sense of
man.
urgency, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Where's the nigga just like screaming or something? Where's the
Man,
what like
Something,
Shay
y'all.
Shay don't never say nothing. Jalen
Nah.
Williams look weird.
they teach us to chill.
that's been
They
that's
too
that's
chill, bro.
Chet just
that's been them though. That's been
you
them.
But they
right.
good.
Man.
They
Chet
real
dunk on
good to the point
somebody
that
and
they do
just be
that
like,
shit. But
Hey,
Chet.
so with TJ though, like EJ, you said put Dort on TJ though. If you put Dort on TJ, he might get 2 early 5s.
I don't give a
He's gonna
shit.
get that
We gotta do
regardless. He's
something.
gonna get it
I don't
regardless.
give a shit.
They need
He
to
is.
figure
But
something out though.
Listen,
I like
Red.
I
I
like
don't care.
TJ playing
What I do know is Case and Wallace and Alex Caruso can't check him. That's what I
at
do know.
all.
Okay,
At all.
so I don't know who
especially
we need to put
Alex
somebody
And
else
that's
on them
crazy to
because
me too.
They're
Why they
giving him
can't
too much
check him?
space, dog.
Why they can't check him? They don't know when he's shooting that little
that
jumper
bullshit
in
ass
the.
Well, you,
Mitch,
well, you,
that
well,
shit
you
is
know
Yeah,
that
you
water.
don't know when
It's
that's going
water.
up.
they give him space because his 3 ball. They give him space because his 3 ball slow as hell. So
Yeah,
they like
red,
he take
take
red.
a
that
little
three.
I,
breather.
His
Yeah.
He take 10 seconds to shoot that three.
Why is his 3 ball so
He like,
slow, but his
Slow as
pull
hell.
up quick?
Because he leaning.
We playing
man.
front. We
Yeah.
playing front. Ball front for TJ McConnell. He ain't. We playing that nigga like this. We right up on him. Fuck
Nah,
all
I
that
know
for
one
real, for real.
thing.
Get up
I
on
will
him
say,
because
though,
go ahead, Rick.
me and Zia had said this, like you got to play TJ McConnell more. I said when you play TJ McConnell more, like it look better with the offense. Like
That's that
he,
spark right there.
because you take Halliburton off the ball, and
Yeah.
you make him more of a spot up shooter, and that works to his benefit. So you got to
no,
play TJ a lot
you
more.
make him a corner nigga. You make him
Yeah,
a
you
corner
do.
nigga.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
He a
Who?
corner nigga,
Who?
but his jump,
Yeah,
but
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
his jump shot is
Make
a
him a
corner
corner.
nigga.
Mitch said it.
Mitch, we gonna have to have
on him. He just hating
Mitch,
on
you're
him.
gonna have to have you gonna have. Well, see, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing too.
Mitch put the
I
ER
ain't
on there. That
see-
nigga mad. He goes,
Yeah.
I didn't say yeah. I said a corner nigga. I didn't say that. That's
Put the
crazy.
ER on
Play it back. Play it back. No, I said a
That's
corner nigga.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow,
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
really don't like that.
I didn't
He
didn't say that. That's
hates
crazy. That's
nigga,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
Hey,
That's crazy.
He really hate Halliburton,
He's a
bro.
corner
I'm
nigga, dog.
telling- Listen,
Dirk, I was gonna say this before you go, Dirk. TJ McConnell. Okay, he don't got no handles, but
Hey,
when
shout out
y'all
to
play
Juice,
off of
man.
him,
Juice got me in the comments, man. He said he with me, OJ. He
oh,
said he
Juice
with
in
me.
there. Oh, what up,
Yeah,
Juice?
yeah.
I forgot
What
about
up,
the comments,
Juice?
y'all. What up, Juice?
Hey,
You said about the
shout out.
handles, E.
Bro, when you play off of him and he do that little, I'm going right, oh no, I'm going left. Yeah, that's all he fucking doing. All he doing is left, right, left,
It's
spin.
fast
Stop
though.
playing off of that nigga. Get up on him.
But
Get up on them, bro.
he play
Get
like
up on his ass.
he play like
Go
a
ahead,
point
Rick.
guard supposed to though. You ain't not supposed to pick your dribble up, and that's where he beat niggas at. Cause he gonna
He
keep hitting you
nasty
with that
with it,
ergot
bro.
job. So like every time you try to press up, I'ma slow down and go by, and he quick as
He
hell.
Let
quit,
me ask
bro.
y'all
He
this.
quit and he
Go
played
ahead, Dirk.
hard.
He
What
do.
I was saying was they just should have told me Siakam was on that before the game, and then I would have said Pacers by 30.
Hey,
When he
hey,
start doing that odd shit,
they
then
call
I'm
they,
like, yeah,
I
that's over
shit.
they
with.
call him
That
the
nigga talking
Thunder
about
Spirit.
sometimes I don't
The
know how to
Thunder
close
Pacers,
my
Spirit.
eyes.
it
What?
might be over. He do that again tonight. It might be
I don't
over
know
with
how
the
to close
Thunder.
my eyes. What did that even mean?
Hey, y'all see the way
He
y'all
can't,
see that
he
dunk
can't
though?
do that, bro. He can't do that
Yeah,
again,
he,
Y'all
Nah,
bro.
see
he
that
That's
dunk
did.
on
He
Jalen
crazy.
did.
Williams?
He passed on J Dub.
Y'all see what he did to Jalen? I
Yeah,
think
he
Passed
that
on
put
that
that.
man.
I
I
think he
ain't know
took
he
out
was
the
how
gonna
can
face
turn
you
cam
piss
too.
me
into.
Got
off with
him when
that
he did
bullshit
that.
no look pass?
I ain't know he was gonna turn into a demon.
That was the
That shit was
ugliest no look
trash, dude.
pass. That
It
was
was
the ugliest no
trash.
look pass ever. That shit was so
God.
We
terrible.
saw
And
you
he
see him, nigga. We saw you see him.
It was a
I
chest.
hate that. I hate it
that
so
one on
much.
that one on Magic Johnson.
Nah, he did that
Tried to
bit like
do.
this.
Ah,
He
Fuck
threw a
out of
chest
here.
pass and looked away. Like, nah, that
Man,
shit
nigga,
ain't
we
hard.
saw you see him, nigga.
trash.
I
Come out of
seen
here with
that.
it. Hey,
A
I
no-look
seen that on the
chest.
TV. I seen that coming a mile away.
you looked at that nigga whole time.
He did a no-look
Hey,
chest
look,
pass.
Yeah,
what
wide
what we
open.
He
doing?
did,
So
bro.
who winning the MVP for if the Pacers win?
Siakam.
You know
They
who
gonna
it's
give it
not?
to Siakam win.
I'm
How you
going
gonna? It's gonna be
Reese
Siakam.
on the makeup call.
Reese.
Now don't get me wrong.
Tyrese.
Hey,
Tyrese
hey,
I
if
like
Halliburton on the
TJ.
makeup.
If
I
Tyrese
said Reese.
if Tyrese
Go
hoops
ahead, go ahead.
tonight, if he gets like 25 and 12 or something,
Yeah,
or
yeah, they
he
gonna give
probably
it to
will
him.
get it.
If
He'll
He
get
He
it
gonna
to
gonna.
get
him.
it because they gave Siakam the other one. They gonna give
Yeah,
it
That'll
to
be
if
him.
some. That'll be
Tyrese
some
ball out, they'll give it to
bullshit.
him.
Man, Siakam
I think
deserved that championship. Siakam been hooping. I mean, the MVP. He
Yeah,
been hooping
but
the
if he
whole
turns to a
playoffs.
demon, if he turns to a demon again, then they might have to give it to
I
him.
say that if they both ball out, they'll give it to Siakam. But if just like Tyrese ball out,
Holly.
they'll give it to
They
But
Reese.
said Holly.
Tyrese ain't had. Has he even had one good game in this series for real?
Yeah, he had just
I
one
think
good
last
game.
game was straight.
He had
He
like
had one good
14,
game.
I
right?
mean, they was already winning by 30 when he started playing well.
But he had him
It
like
was
14.
Oh, never mind. He ain't had
yeah.
none.
I was saying
No,
like
he's
He
been
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
had
trash.
nothing.
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
he
Him
had
trash
a
fucking
because
double
Siakam
double.
had
That way he
16.
live at about 17 a game.
Yeah,
That's about
Trash.
right.
He's
Trash.
17
yeah.
and
He
9
ain't trash.
every
Mitch,
night.
how you gonna keep saying
He
he
cold.
trash and they about to
He
win the
cold.
championship?
Yeah, he
What you
cold.
want from him? They fuck
Yeah.
around and win the
Because
championship.
What do you want from him?
Fuck around and win.
Damn what
Because
Miles
TJ
Turner.
Nash is out there hooping. What you
I,
mean?
I
Siakam's
give
You
you
out
that
there
now, Mitch.
hooping.
I
What
like
do
you
you
think
TJ for the
mean?
MVP.
you
I
He
think
like
playing
you
with
TJ
think
for the
Miles
MVP.
Turner.
you think he can get
Y'all
that
heard it.
you think he can get that Iguodala MVP?
That's
Listen,
sick.
TJ
TJ.
McConnell.
No,
I
That's
think TJ
no,
sick.
no,
McConnell got a
no,
great
I'm
I
case for
don't
this
no,
think
damn
so.
I'm
MVP.
just asking.
I want him to, but
no,
I don't think so.
no.
His,
He ain't
his
gonna
name
get
don't
it,
hold
but
that
they
much
need to get
weight.
that nigga something. He need to get something. They need to make an
A new
award for TJ McConnell
contract. They need to get
Just
because
some
he
more
give him
deserves it.
a
money.
little
He needs
bobblehead
some
night
more
or something,
bread.
you know?
He just got
Yeah,
paid there. I think he just got paid
Oh,
not too
okay.
long
got
ago. He
They
paid.
just got
give him
paid.
some
Yeah.
more. Give him some more. Give him
Stop it.
give him some more.
Now he
Ted
gonna
talking
get
about
that
stop it. Okay.
Senators for
Little
sure.
finals bonus.
Hey, Dirk.
Yeah.
Miles Turner's might have been playing bad offensively, but I don't know
He
what he's doing
terrible.
to Chet. But Chet has not
I
been
don't
doing
like
good
his.
on offense.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe
So
maybe
so
maybe
It's
he's
Chet
doing
not.
not who
It's
we
something to
think
not.
he
Chet.
is. Maybe
It's not
Chet not who
about
we
that.
think
It's
he
them
is.
braids. It's the
Oh,
braids.
He is
He
You
weird.
Legos.
you
He
heard me,
playing some
Mitch.
Legos.
Maybe Chet not who we think he is.
He's just not
maybe
physical,
Ted know
bro.
who we
He'll
think
get
he is, man.
no.
Jet code.
Chet's
Juice said
nice.
he got Obi. Juice in the comments said he got Obi for MVP.
No,
Obi
he's
Juice
drunk
drunk.
and
drunk.
hooping though.
Juice
Nah,
drunk
but
as
he
hell.
he
He's
he
Juice,
he,
get
he,
out the drink.
He's drunk. He's
Hey,
drunk.
Juice done
he,
had a couple. I
Obi
mean,
been
not
hooping
that
though.
Juice. Obi done
watch
had a
Ted in the
couple
Juice.
good
comments.
Yeah.
games.
Watch Ted in the comments for
Juice.
him.
That's
But
crazy, Juice.
Obi been averaging about
Ted gonna
17
lead the
though.
pod to get in the comments. Look at Ted in the
Yeah,
comments. Talking about Abe
yeah.
Lincoln really ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Ted
But
talking big stuff.
Obi talking he averaging like 17 in this playoff
He
series.
doing pretty
Now,
well,
yeah,
man.
We good.
but that's the whole point.
Yeah,
The
He good.
reserves are the key players in the series. That's
yeah.
all
I
that
know.
matters.
Not the
Yeah.
superstar. That's crazy.
Yep, the
Yeah, Nah,
Okay.
it's him. He
Maybe
makes
He
he
games,
hate,
you
trying
he
to
know.
hate
hate.
Halliburton. He hate Halliburton.
It's
Maybe he
crazy,
hating.
dog.
Halliburton good, man. He good,
How do
man.
y'all? So y'all. Let me
Good.
ask
You're
y'all.
right. He's
This
good.
this was a
Hey,
point Zell brought up about the bench
good.
player. Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask. So how do y'all think whoever has the best bench wins tonight? Is that the determining factor
That's the
in
key.
the game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For the Pacers,
Because
yeah. I mean, the Pacers gonna have to
for
have
the
a
The
good
Pacers,
role
good
players
I,
got to
starter.
show
Yeah.
up. The role players got to show up on both
I feel like for
sides, bro.
both teams.
on both teams. Because bro,
Yeah.
like when they
Dort,
when J Dub went for 40, and SJ went for 34. they still would have lost if they didn't hit them threes. What's the dude the sub comes in and hit them threes? Casey Wallace hit threes, and then the Wiggins kid hit
They
threes.
need,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dort,
they need at
Wiggins.
least two of them guys to knock down some threes. Dort, Caruso,
Yeah.
Wiggins, Wallace.
Yeah,
Somebody got to hit some threes, score at least 10 points.
What's his name?
Shea got
Williams.
to get off that rock though, man. I'm gonna
Hendricks
be honest
Williams or
with
something
y'all,
like
Kendrick,
that.
man.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shea
Shea got to
Shea
get
need
off
to
the rock
have
early.
Shea need to
Best
have
chance to
8
win
to
the
10
game.
assists
Yep.
tonight. Shea
Hey,
need
you
to have
know
8
he
to 10
Uh,
assists.
he
you know
not
he
He
ain't
getting
gotta
finna get
that.
off
have.
that rock,
He
right?
not
He ain't
getting
gonna get
that.
off that
He
rock.
got to, bro. They gonna make
Just,
him.
He gotta
I mean,
get
no, he
5. I
he
say
gonna have to
5.
pass it. He gonna have to
SGA
pass it,
need
but
5.
he not gonna pass it, bro. Tonight
Yeah,
he
you're
finna
right.
try. He finna
He
go
gonna be
outgun it,
tight.
bro. He finna go
Yeah,
outgun it, bro.
yeah. Well, he better zip
Real
them
bad, bro.
Converse up tight.
Yeah, he finna go
I
outgun it.
listen, man.
Hey, J Dub,
SGA, he
J
go
Dub
ahead. What
kind
you
of
about to say about
disappeared
J Dub,
yesterday.
Rick?
J Dub kind of disappeared to me
That's
in the
what
last
Ted is saying
game.
in the comments. Ted said J Dub
Yeah,
isn't
J Dub
consistent.
we need 25 from J
Yeah,
Dub tonight.
he disappeared. I mean, he was the most
We
consistent
need it.
out of the
He
superstars
been
the other
playing
day.
good though.
But
He
I
been
mean,
playing good, but he disappeared
game
the other night.
6, but he disappeared. But
Yeah,
he was
you're right.
hooping though.
He
He was
started
hooping.
off
Yeah,
good
he started
though.
off
He
hooping.
did.
He did
He
start off
started
well.
off good,
He started
but
off well, but yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got that
hey,
shit off in
hey,
the third.
I got a
What's up?
question for you. Can we
I
talk
got
about how just
I got
because
to
you get
shake. I got to shake, fellas. I got to shake.
all
All
right,
right,
Dur.
All right, bro.
Dur.
All right,
All
y'all.
right.
All right, bro.
All right.
What you about to say, Dur?
So can we talk about how just because you get steals and blocks don't mean you a great defender?
I said that
Because
earlier.
SGA, bro,
You said it, Ira.
he be getting steals and he gets picked on, bro, on defense
He do.
a lot, and he just be doing
He's not
dumb.
a good
He just
overall
do
defender.
even off ball. He do dumb stuff, bro. Like he was playing the Williams kid, Kendrick Williams, whatever his name, the backup big.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
came
yeah.
in the game and they had a switch, and SGA was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play help off. I'm gonna help off and leave a wide open 3-point shooter. Like he's gonna drive anyway, get 2 points. You left a wide open person to shoot a three. He just does dumb stuff a lot defensively.
Mm.
He
Like
do.
it's like, bro, what are you doing? Just play your man. Like you leave him.
Yeah.
They want you to leave them wide open to shoot these threes. And that's what he's
His
doing.
defensive
He'll be on.
IQ is low.
It's like, bro, he be playing boxes and elbows. Bro. It's like, bro, no, why are you doing this? Why are you helping off a nigga that wants to shoot a three?
Yeah.
That's
They
not
say
gonna drive.
Al
Okay.
Horford Jr. better not
He
disappear.
calling
He
J
gotta
Dub
say.
Al Horford Jr.
Why you
Oh
think
man,
he so
hey,
he,
much,
got,
bro? He got a
he
lot of
calling him
energy. He
Al
off the
Horford
Hey,
pod.
Jr., man.
this nigga
Hey,
just
what's
left
that
the
energy when
pod
you on the pod,
and
Ted?
said
What's up?
35 comments.
Come on, man. Al Horford. Listen, I say this. I think everything has to go right. SGA got to get his 30. J Dub got to get that 25. I need Chet with 12 and 10. I need them
yeah,
rebounds.
something.
I
I need
need that.
15.
And I
I need
like y'all
15 from
said,
Chat. I need 15 from
you
Chat.
need 15 from
I
him.
need at least
But
8 rebounds. At least
an
8
efficient
rebounds.
15, not
Yeah.
4 for 16, bro. He's taking
Yeah.
a lot of shots.
I'm
It
not.
just,
Listen, man. I'm scared. I think I got the
oh
Pacers
yeah,
winning
I
this
don't know,
game.
like
I definitely got the
I'm
Pacers
Pacers,
definitely
scared,
but
but
I'm
do.
I had
saying
the
Nah,
Thunder, man. I had the
OKC want to win.
E,
That's what they
stay
got
over
to do.
there. Stay over
what?
there. E, so I
What?
can talk shit to you because you the one in the middle of the playoffs. You was the Thunder this, Thunder that. I said I don't think they ready. Remember that? I said I don't think they ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay over there
Listen,
so we can talk shit later.
Just
listen.
stay
I'm
over
gonna
here,
stay
though.
over there. I'm gonna stay
Game
over there so
7.
we can argue. But man,
Yeah,
listen.
so
The
we can
way
argue.
the goddamn Pacers, man. It's. I don't like that you guys are losing by 30, right? I don't mind that you lose a game, right? But the fact that you can be down in the third quarter by 30 and not care to like there's no it's the finals. So I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I don't give a fuck what the score says. We're playing to win the entire game, bro. You're playing. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like y'all. Somebody said that they laid down. I don't like that you giving up in the finals, bro. Because that game, like you say, going to game 7, it's not a promise or a lock that y'all are just gonna win because y'all at home. You feel me? So I feel like you need to be playing until the clock go to 0, man. I think you need to be playing hard. So that's the part that I was saying about SGA. I don't like his sense of urgency, and I think it trickles down to everybody else. We was talking about how Kobe makes his team better. Let me rephrase that. How he demands better from his teammates, and just the way he approaches the game. Right? SGA approach to the game is so cool, calm, and collected that everybody else on the team is just cool, calm, and collected. He gotta show some grit. I want to see somebody yell. I wouldn't even mind if he come get it. You remember how y'all remember when Kobe in the Olympics he hit Pau Gasol in the chest and just knocked his ass down. He just I want to see him do that. Set the tone. Set the tone and say, "Hey, bro, we're not doing that."
I don't think that's in today's NBA.
It's not him. I
Hey,
don't think he's gonna do that. But I
but you're
want
right,
to see him
though.
set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Zay.
Because everybody friends, and I say this, all the Canadians in this, they like friends. So you got Lou Dort and Ben Matherin, they both from
Yeah,
Montreal, so they real close. You
yeah.
got SGA and Nemhard. So
But
it's
Nemhard.
like in
Nemhart,
a way, it's too
But
much
Nemhard don't play like
friendly
that though.
but I would say,
competition.
but Nemhart play like I
Nah,
don't like
No,
you.
no,
nah,
Nemhart play
no,
like
no,
I
yeah,
don't
not
like you.
not not
Yeah.
for sure, for sure, for sure. But I'm saying like, so it's like an extra competition. That's why I say it's like a friendly competition. So they like really going at each other, like being aggressive and stuff like that. So I feel like they really need to like realize what they playing for, like
And
because they
that's
are
what I want
individual
SGA to take and
matchups.
hit them, do something,
Yeah,
and show, hey man, this ain't we came to play. We
I
playing
think
yeah,
every
together.
I think everybody else playing with that dog, but SGA. We being honest, out of them Canadian players, everybody else is playing like fuck you basketball.
That's crazy. Yeah.
SGA,
SGA
is,
cool,
yeah, SGA be cooling, bro. I mean,
coasting.
but this is my thing though. Like we praise him for it throughout the season, so we can't expect something different now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah. He
expect
not
something
gonna
different
change
now.
who he is. You
Yeah,
know,
I
yeah.
just
you're
feel
right. You're
like
right. You're not gonna
I
change
just
who
feel
you
like
are in the
I feel like the
2 days.
Pacers. Cause you gotta think about it. They don't change their game plans and stuff like that. So I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
tell you
the
Mhm.
Pacers know what to do with them
who can
defensively.
Yeah.
who can set the tone. Lou Dort need to come out there and foul the hell out somebody real hard. You know how like the big
Yeah.
men used to do back in the day, like just come out and get
Yeah.
somebody a hard ass foul to like hype the team up. Cause he's
Mm-hmm.
disposable. You can use Lee Dort for
He the
that.
guy. He's the guy. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
fact. He's the guy,
yeah.
man. But
Now you right about
I
that.
need,
Yeah.
I need, yeah, I just need some more energy from it. What you about to say, Zay? What you say, Zay?
Nah.
You
I was
just,
just agreeing. I just want to see a competitive game, though. I want to see that what I seen last
I don't
game.
want to
I
see a
want to see
blowout.
that.
Yeah, because this they said this is the first game 7 since like what 2016 or something
Yep.
in the
Cat-
finals.
In
They
the
said
finals, yeah. In the finals, yeah.
since 2016. I said, damn, I
Let's
didn't
just,
realize it was
hey,
long.
let's just say it though. This 2025 playoffs from first round all the way to the finals has been the best in a long time.
Far as pure
Come on,
basketball,
man,
yeah, yeah. Far as pure
Yeah,
it's
basketball,
been
yeah.
like
fire. Yeah,
every,
I will.
every
Yes, yeah.
all of it's been dope.
This shit been fire,
yeah.
bro. So if you ain't a basketball fan, all that shit, because my dad is like that. My pops be like, man, they niggas trash. They ain't playing. Listen, bro. If you ain't watched no basketball this playoffs, bro, you missed out.
Yeah,
I think you
Yeah, it was
missed
good
out, bro. Because
basketball. It's not a good
and
basketball.
this finals has lived up to the hype. You know
yep.
what I'm saying? Like you said before we started the finals. I don't think none of us had. Well, let me phrase. Besides Zale, none of us had them winning this amount of or this series being that competitive. I don't think a lot of us had. A lot of people just had it being that competitive. And even on the analyst list, I think only one team actually picked. One analyst picked the Pacers out of like 20 of them. So is this? Let me ask y'all this before we go. If SGA and them loses this, right? How damaging is this for his career? Is this like a big? Oh, there go Ted come back. Is this a huge? I hate to say asterisk or blemish. There it is. Is it a huge blemish on his
Yeah.
career if they lose
I
for
don't,
SGA?
I,
On
I
who?
don't know. I don't
You said
know,
For
bro.
women.
SGA,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead and get
If
your
they
shit off.
lose,
I
it's a
don't know.
huge blemish.
What's up, Red? Talk to me, cuz. I can talk shit
Yeah.
now.
I
Go
think,
outside.
I think how many years he been in the league? Like 4 or 5,
He 25, so
6.
maybe 6. Yeah,
Yeah, something
6.
like
he's
that.
25, so about 6. Yeah.
I think we in the barbershop we'll shit on him, but I think like he'll get a chance for the media because his team gonna be good for the next couple of years, bro. So he got a chance. I don't know if he ever get back to the finals, but I don't
I
know.
feel I
I
feel
don't know.
like OKC need to do what they didn't do after they lost to LeBron. How they kind of like broke the team up. Well, I can say they broke the team up by how they let Harden go. They need to try to keep
Keep
them
them
together
together.
and try to win in the
Yes.
future. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Because you got to
remember?
think about it. The money
Who got
going nuts.
who got to get paid though? Who the next to get paid? Did J Dub get paid yet or Chet?
Uh,
I think J Dub just got
I think
paid.
J might be
Damn.
next.
He got a
It,
contract?
he should. I
Let me
mean,
see.
you
Let
know,
me check.
I don't think so.
with
This
him
is
being
third. This is third year, right?
an All Star, he gonna get a max.
He
He
signed.
guaranteed a
He so
max.
y'all. He signed in 2022, y'all. So he got a 4-year deal. His shit up in 2026.
All
So a
right,
So
look.
yeah,
4-year
so
deal he got
Hey,
for 20 million.
if Indiana wins tonight, I don't never want you to mention no Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum duo in your fucking life again, EJ.
Why
Ever.
not?
What
Why?
the
Why not?
hey,
Ted
hey,
just came back on
I
the
could
beat.
pop my shit now.
I had a real
Never.
question though. So like so if he won an MVP this year, right? I mean not the
Who,
MVP. He made the All Star
SGA?
game this year, right? No.
who J
Which
Dub?
one?
J Dub, he made the All Star game this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
All
yeah.
Star and
So
the third team All NBA. He made
so if
both.
his team, so with him doing that, the next contract he got to get paid. Like they got to pay him. He like a
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell
His
yeah.
so
contract is next season, and he got a player option. Red.
so
His
so he
contract is 2025, 2026. Yeah.
so they need to pay whatever they can pay to keep him.
Yeah, go be
And
James
then
Harden on another team.
and then Chet. Chet, you still can kind of Chet. You can kind of lowball Chet because he ain't did enough yet to get that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I didn't look up
Yeah,
his contract.
yeah.
Let me look his up.
Because
You
So
can
that
kind of
because
lowball.
that was actually what I was gonna ask y'all. Do y'all blow it up? Because I don't know. Y'all remember me at the beginning of the season, right? I was telling them, hey man, OKC got a top 10, a top 5 offense, a top 5 defense. Why don't we have
Yeah.
that same criticism for them the same way we had for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when they was coming up and they was going, and having these deep runs, but they was losing. We didn't. Why aren't we putting those same expectations on the Thunder? So
Because
now
they're
that
in the
we here,
West. They're in
yeah,
the
but
West.
now
That's why they get the
because
pass.
they
Yeah.
in the West, it's
Yeah,
tougher
they're in the
because it's
West.
tougher.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why
But
they
now,
get that
now that
pass.
we here, do you? I think you can go find somebody. I'm gonna just say,
hold on, hey, hold on,
go
E.
go. Oh, go ahead, Rick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I like how you said that, but I think that with them, you kind of based it off of like, all right, every year I got better and I got further. I was a little bit stagnant. I didn't win the whole thing.
Mhm.
But you got to realize how many fucking picks OKC got. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
when you were talking about player
Yeah.
option with J Dub and then low ball and Chet, I'm
Damn, I
with
ain't think
Red.
about that.
I'll low ball Chet. But if Chet ain't going, bye.
Let him go.
You can get replaced because I can still keep
That's
Hartstein.
exactly
And
what I
I
was about
know,
to ask.
that
Yeah.
I got mad picks for the next maybe 6 years.
6 years. Yeah. They
And
could they
and
could build a whole
and
team.
it's all Paul George's fault. Hold
Shout
Yeah,
out
they
on.
could
Paul
build
George.
a
So
whole team just from the draft pick, bro.
but that's what
Like
I'm
it's
Hey,
saying,
crazy.
Red,
Red.
Chet is
So
next.
if you didn't show me that you're gonna get better as an individual player, you gone. Cause my foundation is gonna be SGA no matter what. But if
Yeah.
J Dub, let's say J Dub won a fucking unrealistic number and he ain't going and he just walk
Yeah.
and he go get us a familiar number, but it ain't the same, but it's more than what OKC offer him, it's gonna hurt right now. But for the future, you got 6 more people that you can kind of bank on in regards of the picks that are gonna be high picks. So
Mhm.
in
I
order to
think that
save money and in order to keep SGA happy, which I know that they're gonna probably do, because you can say egos don't matter because they're kind of reserved, chill guys, J Dub and SGA. But like I said before, with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, you want to get that money. And when SGA get a certain amount of money and Ace don't, you're gonna start being like, all right, XYZ, XYZ. You know what I'm saying?
And Chet got a player option coming up, Red. Chet got a
I,
player option in 2024. This actually at the end of the season. He got
I
one
think
this
it,
season and next season.
I
Yeah,
think if
player
they
Yeah.
option.
can, yeah,
He got a
player
player
option.
option this season and
Yeah,
next.
he don't
Yeah.
take that.
So
He's taking him.
yeah.
I think if
Yeah.
they can, J Dub and Chet probably should stay where they
No.
at.
Hey, you can
The
back
only
up a
reason,
little bit.
and
I'm
the,
about to
and the
pull
only
out.
re- and the only reason I say that is because like I don't see nowhere else they gonna get the touches and the opportunity to play like that. Like I
Yeah.
don't get it.
For J Dub,
Like like with J Dub, if he went to the Lakers when LeBron was gone, like once LeBron leave, I
yeah.
can see that. But I'm just trying to see like places where he could go
Yeah.
and be the
I like
same
so
spot.
yeah. For me, Red, I like J Dub because he's I think players like him are premium in the league. I think I said this on the other pod, one
You
of the
said
pods that we did.
premium?
I think when I say premium, this is what I'm saying. How many small forwards are out there that are like 20-point per game guys? Right? How many small forwards are you actually like? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a lot of small forwards in the league that can go get you 20. And I had looked up the list. I'll pull it up again. But it was a short list of guys. And it was the episode. That's when we started talking about Trey Murphy. We was
That's
talking
all I
about
got to
how
say
Trey
for it.
Murphy is a if you get a guy like Trey Murphy 6'7" and can guard 1 through 4, that type of scoring style, then you getting him at a premium. You getting a premium player at a low cost. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So but hold on, I want to pull up this list because it also depends on who you define as a small forward.
By full.
All right, so I got you right here. Look, this is the list right here, y'all. Guys who scored 20. You got Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
LeBron James,
Yeah.
Franz Wagner, DeMar DeRozan, Miles Bridges. After that, everybody else is 19 and below.
Mm.
So you got Scotty Barnes, Michael Porter Jr., OG Anunoby, and Andrew Wiggins.
What about
So that's
BI?
the BI. They ain't got him on. I'm wondering
He
if
been
he
he been hurt.
injured.
He been hurt.
He might
They
he
got
might he
another.
might he may not have played enough games to be to
I thought he was a
qualify for
shooting
the list.
guard.
But let me
I thought he was
He
shooting
let me
missed.
guard.
see. Let me see.
I thought BI
Yeah,
was
he
a
was
small
hurt.
forward, Red.
He
I
had
know they be
22
play.
a game though, y'all. He
They be
only
playing
played
him at
18
both
games this
spots.
season though, y'all. That's why he's not there. He only played
Yeah.
18 games
But
this season.
but if he
All
was
right.
healthy, he'd be in that list though. If he was healthy.
Yeah, if he was healthy, he would be there. But he averaging 22.
Yeah.
So
So
that's why I
what you
think.
saying that
Go ahead.
where can he go? What you saying that where can he go? Outside of OKC that would fit.
You said
If
where
I'm
can J Dub
thinking,
go?
I
Yeah,
like.
like where?
Go ahead. Go
No, I'm
ahead, Ray.
asking
What
you
you
though.
saying?
No, I'm
What's
asking
some
you. I'm
valid
asking you the
teams?
question. Yeah.
I like. Well, now Zell may not like this. I
I,
like him
I
on the
was
Pistons.
I was gonna say it though for real. I
Oh,
was
Okay.
you
thinking
what?
like a Trey Murphy or J Dub type of play is good on the
I like him
Pistons.
on the Pistons.
Like
I like him
Okay.
get
on the
rid of
Pistons.
Tobias
I like
and
him on the
I
let them,
Knicks.
you know what I'm
I,
saying,
I ain't
I
role
mad at
like him
players.
on
that.
the Knicks if you need a guy that can, if you need
I
to
ain't mad
get
at
rid
that
of
neither.
OG or McHale and to have a guy that can actually score and defend. I like
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
on the Knicks.
I
So
ain't mad at either one of
I
them
think
two.
yeah, he's just so versatile, and that he's also a pretty good defender, right? He our All NBA defensive team this year too. So for me, J Dub is a little bit more versatile than Chet. Let me not even necessarily say versatile. I think he has more value than Chet, but you can't coach being 7 foot tall and a rim protector like Chet. So
Yeah.
that is also a premium in the league. Just having a 7 foot guy who's can play the 4, can play the 5,
He's
and is a
fragile
really
though.
good. But he's
He's
fragile. That's why I say I
he
think J Dub has value.
he like the
But yeah,
unicorn 2.0.
he fragile as hell, man. So
Yeah.
So you saying that? So
I
you saying they need to trade him? So they need to trade him?
I'm saying if
trade
anybody
Chet.
him, if
No,
anybody,
I
trade
was
J Dub.
oh you said J Dub.
Trade.
I say you keep J Dub. I say you
Okay.
trade Chet if you have to, but keep J Dub. I think J Dub is a more focal piece for them for the OKC Thunder. That's how I feel. I
Could
think
you
he
Oh
get
is.
yeah,
some
I
for Lou?
agree.
Could you get some for Lou Dort though?
I
Like you
think
think
Lou
somebody would
Dort is
trade
in that
something for Lou
Marcus
Dort?
Smart territory. You remember
Yeah.
how
But I'm saying
Marcus
like,
Smart was real good for
but
the
like,
Celtics?
but like Lou Dort and 2 picks, 2 first round picks. You think somebody will take that?
Hell
Mm,
no.
2 picks.
I'm
I
asking.
mean,
You got to throw the picks in, Zell, if you're trying to get something good, especially
Yeah,
with Lou
but I
all
Dort.
the
feel like
people
Lou
I
Dort,
go ahead.
he's more valuable on the defensive end than his offensive end. So like basically how you said the whole Marcus Smart thing, it's like how do
I get
you
what y'all saying.
value a defensive player versus, you know what I'm saying? Like
If
it's just
you
like
if
it's
you
like
couple
AD
Lou
Bradley,
Dort
but
with a
AD Bradley
guy,
had
go
better
ahead.
offense. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Lou
work
Dort
with
can
that.
shoot it though. I
He
think
can,
this. I
but
think that. Hold on, let me
he be
fix
having his
Ted.
games though.
But I think there he is. I think if you do a guy like Lou Dort, you need to have him on a team where the scoring guard doesn't play good defense. So like a Trey Young,
Yeah.
a Jalen Brunson, Dame Lillard. I mean Dame Lillard now,
So
but
he can take that
if
star
you
player
there
defensively
you
and
go.
play.
So if you got a guard where his defense is trash, which you probably can name a lot more players. You probably can throw Luka in there as well. He can fit. You can if you have a guard like a Luka Doncic and you got a Lou Dort over there, that helps. That helps you having somebody to hide your scoring guard. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see who
I
they can
think you
get rid
good.
of and keep their core, because I think that core three in outside of SGA for them other two guys, that's really their best bet,
Yeah,
in
that's a
my
fact.
opinion. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
they
You
fall
trade
short though, Red, you think that they're marketable?
Yeah, they still
those
marketable
players.
because we got there. Like you, even though
They
we didn't
they
win, we got
young.
there.
They
So
young.
and I know that it's an easy answer for me to say they're marketable because they went to the finals. But what I'm saying is, without SGA, do they look the same?
I heard you.
I think with J Dub, like EJ said, I think J Dub, depending on what situation, I think he could be the same player.
But
With
he's a
Chet,
little dude, bro. 6'4", right?
6'5",
six
Mm.
five, but
he's
with, but
six
like
five.
So
But
so
you
you
got to remember on tape we got you guarding Julius Randle, we got you guarding Aaron Gordon, we got you guarding Pascal.
yeah,
You
so
feel what
he
I'm
can
saying?
he
they,
can
So
they
you
used
know
defend.
to
who you
say that
are.
Marcus Smart was the best on ball defender. Then
Hey
he got
E,
up out of there.
hey
But
EJ,
but even with
what you
the
think?
other
What's up?
nigga, Chet 7 foot. My bad. Chet 7 foot, so he good regardless. He could just be a rim protector too. Just to
Okay.
answer your question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
What you
I'm
about to say,
saying because
Zell?
like, do you think
Oh,
he's good? That's the better question. Do you think he's good?
it's official, y'all. We got another breaking news.
what
Talk to me.
happened?
KD to the Rockets for Jalen Green.
You lying?
Oh
You dead
shit!
ass?
Dylan Brooks
Call it.
in the 10th pick. It's
Say it again.
official. Dylan Brooks,
Oh God.
Jalen Green in the 10th pick in the draft.
What
KD
the
going to the Rockets.
fuck?
KD
They
going to
got
the
it.
Rockets. I'm
They
getting
got his
Oh
alerts.
my god! What the
they got his
fuck?
ass out of there.
Breaking news.
What?
Hey,
Wait. Say it again,
What
Zell.
the
Say it
Breaking
again.
fuck?
news.
Say it again, Zell. KD got traded for who? Who?
Jalen
Jalen
Green to go.
Green.
Jalen Green to go. His favorite player. His favorite player right there. This guy. I'm
Jalen
pointing at
Green.
him.
Ted.
Dylan Brooks
Okay.
in the 10th. I guess they got the 10th pick in the draft or
They
something
got the
like that.
10th pick. That's light.
That's
That's a light bag for KD.
Yo!
great
That's a
move.
What
light
the
bag
fuck?
for KD.
Oh, wait.
Great move.
My bad. It's
Can you speak? Go ahead, Zell.
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the 10th pick in the draft, and 5 second-round picks. 5.
That,
Damn.
Oh,
that
wow.
ain't
Second round picks don't matter. That shit
that
don't
ain't, that
matter.
ain't bad
It
either.
don't.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
It don't
That's
matter.
good.
But
That's
5 is a
yeah.
lot though. 5 second
Five
round.
is a lot. 5 is a lot. But
I
I'm
don't
Hey,
know.
so
I
what
don't
you
know the
telling me right
players.
now?
I'm
You
cool
telling
because
me
I got
right
to be
now
in
that
Thompson.
that
It
Jalen
ain't
Green
though.
about to be the best shooting guard? I got you.
Five,
Hey,
five
but
ain't a lot because
I
them niggas
like
don't even
Jalen
get picked
Green.
at the time.
I like Jalen Green on the Suns, but I don't like Jalen Green with that nucleus that's over there.
I
With
don't. I
That
think.
shit
I
is
think. Bradley, I,
trash.
I think Bradley
Devin
Beal
Booker
going.
and Bradley Beal, they got somebody got to do. They got to.
Wow.
D
Wow.
Book moving
Hey,
to the point
Wow.
guard now.
let me ask y'all a question though
Wow.
I mean, I'm
about
cool with
Bradley
that.
Beal.
Look at Juice in the comments.
Do
What
do
the
y'all
fuck?
do
What?
y'all do y'all pull up
What?
like? Do y'all agree with what Bradley Beal do? And look, I'm always against going against the norm. But Bradley Beal is really strong going the fuck out the Suns. Like nigga,
You
y'all can't
hear him?
trade
Wait
me.
a minute. Hold on. Did he
No, I
not?
said
He
no,
said he against
no,
going against the
no,
norm?
no,
Did he
no,
just
no.
say that?
No, I said
No
I'm
way he
against.
just
No,
said that on this
no.
podcast after we
I
just
said
talked about Ace Bailey.
no. I said I'm not against going with the norm. I said I'm not using against going without the norm.
I
I'm
can't
with. I'm
understand.
saying
Not again.
no. I'm not
Okay.
against it. Like
Okay.
I'm not against it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying
Maybe okay. The double negative is throwing me off. I'm
no.
throwing.
I'm
Okay.
not
I
against
got
it. I'm saying I fuck with what he doing because he being petty to the like biggest P. Like
yeah.
I'm that petty. Like I fuck y'all. Like trade the whole
Oh,
team. I ain't
oh.
gotta go nowhere.
This can't be the end of the trade for the Suns. The Suns
Nah, it
have to
can't
move
be.
from. Yeah.
Hey,
We got 3 shooting guards. We got
How do
Devin
you get
Booker
Brad?
and
yeah.
Bradley Beal.
How
No,
do you
D
get
Book's
Brad?
moving to the one. EJ.
How do you get Bradley Bill off the team though?
No.
With him being with him
I
having
don't
it,
know.
you gotta embassy him, don't you? You gotta pay him like
I
with
don't know
John
how
Wall
they
like
get
that.
that nigga. I don't know
They
how
gotta
they
put
get
a.
him off the team,
I don't know. They
man.
gotta
Hey
put a hit
Zell, I'm
out
a
of him or
Suns
something at
fan,
this
man.
point, man.
Or
Hey
does he
Zell,
have
I'm a
a
Suns fan, man.
Bradley Beal did not want to go.
But they
Yeah.
gotta I think they can amnesty him though, which is like they pay his contract out
What
even
that
though he's not
mean,
on the
Red?
team and cut him. I think they can amnesty him.
I think Bradley Beal went to Phoenix. I love this city. I ain't leaving. I love the city.
I, I
Yo,
really I
I'm a
really I really don't think he fuck with the city. I just think he a troll, bro. I think he's so big of an
yo,
ass. So it's
But
I'm
like
a
bro,
Bradley,
Suns
cause
fuck
fan, man.
yeah.
hey,
Wow. Hold on. We got to talk about the Rockets, but I want to answer a red question, y'all. Amnesty. They says it's through the collective bargaining agreement. It allows a team to release a player from their
Man,
contract, but the team will still pay their remaining salary. So they
yeah,
could
yeah,
just
that's what I
So
was
you
release
just
his
saying.
picking
ass
up
and
you
still,
just picking up the dead money.
yeah,
But
you
that's what they
just
need to
pay,
do
man.
though,
We just pay.
cause he petty, bro. He not leaving, bro. He like fuck y'all, bro.
Wow.
He said well, even when they put the trade
Wow.
up the first time, he was like, trade who?
hey,
Y'all can't do nothing without it unless I say
hey,
so. Like
Cause he said that he wants to only go to contenders, but nobody picking that bread up.
Nobody
can
wanted his ass.
but can I tell me what
hey,
Go ahead,
Bradley
Zell.
Beal has done for him to have this statue
he
and
was a
stuff?
bucket. He was a
But I'm
He
bucket.
saying
was
That's
like
why
he
I said
averaged
he was a
30 for
accolades,
the
bucket.
Wizards.
He was a
accolades
bucket
and stuff
5 years
wise.
ago, Red.
He was a bucket for the Wizards.
Then
He
he
was a
averaged like
bucket for the
19
Wizards.
last year, like 18, 19 last year.
For the Suns,
As
I
a,
can
as
He
a
was
three
hurt. He
seed,
was
appreciate
hurt
it.
some games. He was hurt some games, so it's kind of
but he
skewed.
Listen,
but he's
listen.
still like a
Fuck all
better
that.
option.
Fuck Bradley Beal. Fuck the Suns. Let's talk about the Rockets.
Don't say
Let's talk
Hey,
fuck the
about it.
Suns.
What
That's my new team.
what
Hey, E,
is
we
oh
talk.
this your
Hey, I
new team?
said this. I said this
What
E
you
hey,
when
did?
we was on the pod.
What you
We talked about this. I said, hey, we talked about the KD trade. I said the
So
Rockets,
now,
and I
now
said,
what do it look
and
like
I
now?
and I
What
said
do it look
Jalen
like
You
now,
did
Green.
say
EJ?
you did say that. You
I
did say
said
that.
what you
Jalen
say?
Green.
I did.
I said Jalen Green.
Oh
Get
my
him out
god.
of here.
You know what? We had posted that. Would you rather
You did say
trade
that.
Jalen Green or Fred Van Vliet? We
You
talked
said
about
And
that.
I
that.
said
Yeah.
Jalen Green. Get him out of here.
So what do it look
Yeah.
like now,
wow.
Hey y'all,
EJ?
I'm just gathering my thoughts, fellas. I can't lie.
Cause
Hold
you
on,
ain't
hold
want that
on.
trade, did you, EJ? Cause you said you like the
I
Rockets
didn't.
as is. Yeah, I think you
I
said you like
like
the
the
Rockets
Rockets
as
as
is.
is. Let me answer your question for you though. First, Red. Brad Beal
What's
last
crazy?
season was 17. I'm sorry, this season 17. Last year he was 18. For the Suns. I just want to close the loop on
Them
that
good
one.
numbers is the third option. But go
That's
ahead.
solid. That's good numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
solid.
that's
Yeah.
good numbers.
Red, did the
Not for
Houston
how much he
Rockets
getting
get
paid.
better, Red?
Yes.
I think
No,
so.
hold on. I said Red. Did they get
No,
better?
I said I think so.
What?
I definitely think so. You
I'm
know
a
how I
hater,
feel
not a
about
liar, fellas. I'm a
you know
hater.
how I feel about your boy. I feel like your boy disappear all the time. So I gotta ride with KD.
Listen,
But I ain't mad. I'm not mad at that
listen.
statement because hell,
Yeah.
KD shit. That shit's still crazy. That bucket.
I'm trying to
Bucket getting a
figure who they gonna
machine.
play at they two. Who they gonna play at they two for him? Because you know you're gonna start Fred, KD, Amen, and
Start
let me
Mike
say
Bucket.
Jabari.
Boone.
Start Jabari and be a big ass team.
Nah.
Put
What you but you
Jabari at
might
the two. I
nah
guess you could.
nah.
You put KD at
They
the two. Let
they
KD
still
play
got
two.
I ain't
Reed,
putting
right?
Taylor to
So they
two.
still got Reed Shepard.
Yeah.
They
They
still
got
got
still got
Reed.
So they
That
probably gonna
ain't
play.
it, Red.
No,
That
no,
ain't
I'm
Yeah,
it,
not.
that's not
Red.
No,
it,
no,
bro.
No, I'm not saying that's it, but I'm saying they probably gonna try to play, let him play because he was picked so high. That's all I'm
Or
saying. They was
Tari
gonna try to let
Eason.
him play. Yeah,
Early. I think you play him early in the season, Red.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
That's what I'm saying. They
fuck,
gonna
I
try.
agree.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
play
Yeah,
him
they gonna
early.
try to play him because
or
they picked him
goddamn
so high.
Ken
They gotta play
Whitmore
him.
gonna go to that starting lineup, EJ.
I don't listen. I don't mind what you said. Put KD at the 2. Amen Thompson solves a lot of problems.
He can't.
Amen Thompson is the X factor.
And
And why I'm
listen,
gonna
and
play with
Jabari is not a bad defender.
KD at the 2 though.
Yes.
Who gonna guard KD at the 2? What 2 gonna guard KD? They gonna have
Nobody.
Hey, let them figure it out.
boy.
Let
That's
them
gonna
figure
be.
that shit
I don't
out.
know.
Hey, that's crazy. Because they gonna have
Put
to like
KD at the 2.
it's gonna cause so many mismatches. You put your like you know what I'm saying like.
Bro, you
Man,
gotta
yeah.
listen. Bro, they're gonna be like one of the best passing lane motherfuckers in the NBA. It's gonna be KD, Jabari, Amen Thompson, Sengun, and then Fred VanVleet hiding.
And Sengun is tough down low, man. That's tough. Ooh,
That
wee.
that pick and roll gonna be
Ooh.
crazy.
Damn.
And you kept Tari Eason. You kept
But
Tari Eason.
how do
Tari
you do
Eason,
that though?
Jabari, and Cam
You talk
Whitmore.
about what you say? How you do it? How you get that trade? Because
Yeah,
what's
I'm saying
because
like your best player, like no offense to Jalen Green, but your best player being Jalen Green for Kevin Durant, that don't really make sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
because
Facts. Get him going.
Jalen Green young, so they
Rockets
Get
looking
him
at
can't
going.
fuck around with KD.
they probably looking at Jalen Green young. He you know he still can elevate. That's probably
Well,
they
Red,
going
Red,
I
off
what
gotta
you
that
buy
say?
logic.
that
What you just
Suns
tell them
jersey,
earlier,
Zell.
Red? Red, you
What
just told them all these deals are done behind closed doors.
behind closed
We
doors?
be
Yeah.
thinking we don't think that it's a good trade, but somebody back there, hey man, listen, you know what? You give me KD, I get you, a little yacht.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
get you a little
but
yacht. I get you the little invitation to the party. You feel me?
Hey,
Come,
and
hey,
Gilbert Arenas
yeah.
said it's like that for real. He said, "Motherfucker, offer you 70 million, then bro, you over there had your 3 cars,
get you 3
helicopter,
cars,
something else."
get you a couple European
Yeah,
chicks, get you a couple of little, whatever you need. But
because you know
hey,
when they hit that tax bracket, it's like they can't make certain money. So like, they paid
yes,
all that money. So when they do that, if my contract next and you supposed to pay me more, you can't give me. You gonna give it down to the penny amount, but then you gonna give me the rest of it like in other shit. So they
And he
find ways to
right.
get you that money.
And he right though, cause that's going, bro. That's all that's telling me right now is that Giannis fucking trade gonna be so ignorant.
Yeah, that shit.
That
Yeah.
Giannis
hey,
trade gonna be so ignorant.
Milwaukee would be stupid to trade Giannis though.
He's
I
not
get it.
going
I'm
nowhere,
with you, but
dog.
that shit gonna be
Yeah.
ignorant if somebody come out the table and say,
But
bro,
sometimes you gotta just do it. If they don't
The
want to play for
only
the team, you gotta
the
respect
only
it.
fair trade for Giannis right now, you probably had to get the freak, the Greek freak, not the Greek freak,
listen,
the
listen.
alien, what's the nigga name?
Listen, fellas,
Wemby.
I
Yeah,
want to ask y'all
Wemby.
this. So now,
I'm saying potential wise.
oh,
I get what you're saying.
what with this trade now? Where do y'all have the Rockets in the West?
Them
Where
bitches
do y'all
winning.
have
What the fuck?
Number two, should same
It might.
spot.
Let's see who in the
number two?
West.
They better than everybody off the
Same
rip.
spot.
Yeesh.
They
I
gonna be in the
mean,
same spot they
They
was at
know.
They
They
last
know.
year,
tough.
but they should
They
have a
know.
better playoff
They
run. They gotta
they
have
number.
a better playoff
They
run.
number 3 or 4, dog.
3 or 4, really? I mean, think
Hey,
about because in my mind, y'all been number 2. They was number 3 in the. Did they finish 3, y'all, or 2 in the rig? I think they finished 3 or 2. They
uh,
finished 3 because they played the Warriors. The Warriors were 6.
so
So
I would say
in
3 or
my
4.
mind, all you just did was trade Jalen Green for KD. That's essentially all you did. You get back Jabari Smith. Now I will say this, y'all. Dylan Brooks to me was a pivotal piece for them this
He
offseason.
was.
I thought his defense and his leadership. I do see value in that, but I do think that Amen Thompson, it want he
He
can
takes over
make
that
up for the
defense.
defensive end, and
Yeah.
hopefully KD can make up with the veteran, the leadership. Hopefully, I don't it depends on how y'all feel about it.
Amin gonna come back with a jumper too. I think he gonna come back with a nice little 15
You said
footer.
we're going SGA.
He gonna come back with a 15 footer.
Yeah, he got to.
Wow. Damn, man. Damn.
Rockets losing in the second round. That's what you said with KD.
Dude, come on, man.
Shit, shit.
Hey,
Hey,
but let's be real though. Let's be real. I feel like
Anthem pulled KD card.
KD don't really help the Rockets that much like that for them to be like, yeah, they're gonna win the championship.
It give
You know
him
I'm
a
what I'm
not mad
saying?
at
consistent
that.
score though. It give him a consistent
That's what I
score
was
though.
Yeah.
With
because that's
Jalen
what they was
Green,
missing in
they
Jalen
was
Green
missing
for
it.
in that playoffs, Red.
Yeah.
Jalen Green had 8 points, 3 of the 5 games or something like that. 3 of the 6
Cause
games, something like that.
they was in all them games and just couldn't score. Like
They
so,
couldn't
they give
score.
you consistent score.
But
And
how
I
you
think
make
Fred, but you got Fred VanVleet too. He's a champion, so like you can with that KD, you can get put in a
And
better
Udoka.
position. And you got
And Udoka
Sengun,
coaching.
Udoka, you got some good role players, so you
so
can potentially
so
make a
what you
run.
do with Segun though? You gonna Segun to just let
You
KD
got
take off most of the shots, or
you
you
got
gonna
No.
feed
you
him
got
in the
I think
post?
you
KD
still
KD don't do that.
You gotta feed him in the
That's not what
yeah.
post.
KD do.
KD play good
I think
basketball, bro. He play good
yeah.
basketball.
I think the Rockets keep doing what they're doing. The Rockets are one of the few teams that play inside out. Sengun touched the ball damn near every time down the court for the Rockets last season. I don't want that to change. I want
Hey,
them to play off Sengun and
that
let KD.
inside out
Yeah.
with KD and Sengun gonna be nasty. Cause now you
Yeah.
throw that bitch, it's cash.
Yeah.
Like,
You
that
got
shit
and
cash now.
Sengun ain't no. You can't double team no more, right?
That
You,
shit
you
cash.
we can't double team you down there. We gotta have because you got a man Thompson cutting and you got KD shooting, so you can't double team us no more.
And Fred VanVleet if you throw that bitch out there.
And Fred,
So,
that's a fact.
yeah.
And Fred can shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
Damn, that's
and then if you play Reed from time to time, Reed can shoot that bitch too.
Reed can
So you
shoot
got a
it
lot
too.
of mother.
What's the name
I
don't
can
like
shoot
Reed?
now.
I
Ted
just
don't
feel
like.
like it's a
Mitch.
health thing right now. It's a health thing because KD hasn't shown that he can be healthy for a full season. So it's like, what do we? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we really need him to be
right.
healthy because if he's not
Yeah.
healthy, we don't have the same team last year.
But with
And
these
y'all
young
know I'm a
boys,
KD hater, man.
but
I'm
these young
go ahead.
boys though, you kind of lighten his load. Like you
Hey,
said, a man Tomlin and all them, they get rebounds, they
hey,
get gone.
they just said you know that fanatic fest they got going on in New York.
Yes,
They said that's
yeah.
how KD found out he got traded. Like basically, wow.
Oh, he was just sitting up there.
So how
Oh,
That's
he
that's
found
crazy.
out was the
nasty.
same way he found out, basically.
That's
Oh, that's
crazy.
nasty.
That's wild.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta try to go to that. I'm gonna try to go to that next year, y'all. Fanatics
Yeah.
Fest.
I think
I'm gonna try
they
to
do it
go.
like twice a year. Do it like I think
They do-
twice a year or something like that, maybe. Something
Okay,
like
I
that.
had never heard of it until I just saw Casanat doing that. I ain't never
Yeah,
heard of that shit.
we can definitely set that up or set some
Yeah,
other
man.
type of event up.
Damn, Katie got traded. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, man. Listen, I ain't got nothing else, man. We've been on this bitch for 2 hours, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
man,
good? We good.
he broke
This
the
was a
internet with
crazy
that one, man.
episode.
That's
All
I'm
right,
crazy.
glad we
man.
stayed
Y'all.
on. All right, Red, go ahead, man.
All right,
All right,
man.
dog.
Mitch, man, appreciate y'all boys. I'll talk to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Good
All right,
talk,
fellas.
man.